Woohoo!
It's Self-Care Thursday. Let's see. Here we are.
We're excited for tonight. It's my favorite night of the week. Woohoo!
Seems like it's everybody's favorite night of the week.
Well, when it's Nightmare Before Christmas night of the week, then I think it's everyone's favorite night of the week.
Yes. As we're getting started, just one reminder. Don't click on any links, everybody. And we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight.
That's right.
Oh,
As you check in, check on, let us know where you're painting from, who you're with. We will, well, I won't. Mark will read the comments as quick as he can. We will probably not be able to keep up with them all tonight, but we promise to give some special shout outs this evening. But we still want to know where you're from and who you're painting with. What are you sipping on?
Yes. We want to say we've been ready for this for a few weeks now. And
I don't know if we've been ready, but we're here.
yeah. Well, I don't mean ready, but we've just been looking forward to it, just like all of you guys. You've been sending your comments for a few weeks now. We sold a lot of kits, and we've just been looking forward to this day.
We know that there will be at least 546 of you joining us tonight, because that's how many kits went out the door for this event.
Yeah. And as we anticipated, a lot of people are coming in, so I'm not able to read the comments. I want to read people's names off, and it's going so fast I can't even do it. So bear with us. We just
welcome.
We just want to give everybody a chance to get settled in, because we're going to do this, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
That's right.
It's a lot of people anticipating painting this.
Tonight.
There's a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas fans out there.
We had no idea. Thank you to those of you that suggested this to me. I believe it was my sister-in-law, Marie, that finally said, I think you need a Nightmare Before Christmas painting. And I think my best friend Lisa told me the same thing. I think you need a Nightmare Before Christmas painting. So I painted it, put it up there, and I said, paint or pass, guys. I never seen the movie. Tell me what you think. And the very first person said, pass. And I was like, that's what I thought. And then hundreds of you commented, paint, paint, paint. And we had our answer very quickly. So, we are so happy to be doing this finally tonight. You guys have commented, invited, shared. It has reached over, as of this morning, 5 million people. So, holy crap.
Yeah. You don't have,
amazing.
honey, it's worse than that. It's more than holy crap.
Why?
Because it hasn't stopped yet. People are still coming.
I know.
She watched the movie, Michelle Scott.
I did. I finally watched it.
I was able to read that one.
I finally watched it. I can see the like of it. It's not my style, but I was told by several people I need to watch it more than once.
Okay.
So perhaps my second or third time will get me more inspired. But I did, for all of you fans, love an image of Jack, which we have painted, and we will reveal tonight the next Nightmare Before Christmas duo painting for you guys.
Okay, because you people asked for it.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's unbelievable.
Goodness. Oh, this is why I don't wear makeup. See?
Don't you crying already, baby? Look, people, please put your comments in. They're coming in so fast right now. I can't read them, but we're going to read them all. Okay, at some point, when this is over. So, if you have any comments to make them. Just don't click on anything in the chat area.
No links. We know. Thank you guys for all of you guys that have reported and clicked on, reported as spam. There's nothing we can do about it other than keep banning them. I took off from my full-time job today to just spend the day answering your questions, doing FAQs, sending out emails, sending out messages, banning these people. There's just nothing that we can do. So we thank you guys as a community for helping us do that. Not only are they spamming us with those posts, they're also duplicating our page and our events. So if you see anything that is not us, Mimosas and Masterpieces, with over 20,000 people that like it, then you know it's not us. So please report it, etc. So, okay, enough of that.
Yeah, enough of that. We're going to not talk about that anymore because it's all about you guys. We want to do this because you guys been waiting and been wanting to do it. We got what you got tonight? You got any spinners?
We have spinners.
Okay,
we
that's
have prizes.
After the event. Okay, I know with as many people as I see here that are checking in, and they're still checking in, we're going to wait for it to level off, and then we'll get started painting.
Yes. So bear with us a few minutes until everyone gets in.
All I know is it's amazing that we are building a community here of self-care, a community of having fun and painting things together. And it's just an amazing thing when so many people get together for a special night, which is usually a Thursday night, to paint. It's just amazing.
That's it. So I have to give a special shout out to my girl Gina Moyer. Thank you very much for my Sally apron. I love it. I love you. She does onesie, twosie kind of things. So this may not be available anymore for purchase, but you need to check out her page. We will send that link out at the end. Thank you guys all for kind of hanging in with us. We will do spinners. So at the very end of this evening, we will complete this live. We'll post it in the event discussion. That's where our videos will be. It'll stay there for a week. When we're done with our live painting, we'll do the first round of spinners. So the first round of spinners, which are for little giveaway prizes, we had to break it into 2 wheels because there's so many of you. Y'all didn't fit on wheels. Oh my God. So we have the first 250 of you, and the next 250 of you, or whatever it is. We split it into 2 groups so that we will be buying more prizes. I promise. I will spoil you. So we'll do 2 rounds. So there'll be 5 prizes on one wheel, 5 prizes on another wheel. Tomorrow we'll come back live. For all of you that use our virtual tip jar, we love and appreciate you. Please don't do it until after you've had a great time with us and you enjoy your masterpiece.
Yes.
We want to make sure you have a great time. This is about you. It's about your downtime, self-care time. We want to have fun. We are just here to guide you in a painting.
We still got a few more minutes because there's still people checking in. We want to make sure as many people as checked in before we begin so everybody can get to paint.
Yeah, hang tight.
We've got people on the West Coast. We got people all over the country. And we really appreciate you joining us tonight.
So just to finish that spinner thing, so tomorrow we'll come back live and we'll do anybody that has put in our virtual tip jar. We will do spinners for those people. So we have some awesome giveaways. One of which is our Jack and Sally doll stand-ups. So we will give at least 1 set of those away. Depending on how tonight goes, it looks like we may have to do 2. We have our Jack Scentsy warmer. I didn't put the whole thing together. There's a large Scentsy warmer. There's a small Scentsy warmer. We have, and that is from my beautiful diva Tracy. Her information is there for Scentsy items. We've got Color Street. They look like Jack Skellington nails. We have some witchy ones by Color Street, thesimpleset.net. She's amazing. She's supplied us with several. We have several going out to you. And I have Nightmare Before Christmas nail decals for them too. She gave to me. So, phew, we're so excited.
All right. So
what do you think?
I know there's a lot of people that's joining us for the first time tonight. We want to let you know that when we do our videos, when we do our virtual painting sessions, we save the video so that you can join later if you can't make it tonight or if you can't finish it tonight. That goes for every time we have an event. So you can always come back to our page, check our event list, go to the past events, and you can paint anything that we've painted so far since we started in March.
Yeah, March.
All right, we're about ready to start. We're starting to level off, and we've got a whole lot of people going to paint with us tonight. So let me just get into some birthdays.
Go ahead. Let's give some shout-outs.
All right, we got Christy Hagan having a birthday coming up. We got Annabelle from Bridgewater, New Jersey.
Happy birthday, Annabelle.
We got Dana Spalding celebrating a birthday.
Awesome.
We've got Sheena Crossett celebrating a birthday.
Happy birthday.
We got Terry Sylvester, happy 34th birthday.
Happy 34th.
Yes. Ava Rivera, who's celebrating her 12th birthday today
Ava.
in
Happy
San
birthday,
Mateo,
Ava.
California.
Oh,
Happy
that's
birthday,
right.
Ava.
With all of your friends. Hi, all of Ava's friends.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm glad that you're here to join us tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to get started in a few more minutes. We've got Samantha Maldonado. We've got Danielle Baxter.
Happy birthday, guys.
Yes. Oh, Maggie Moore Lutz. Happy 11th birthday to you. Calissa Baird.
Hi, Calissa. Happy birthday.
Amanda Wellhouse. We've got Angela Wickwire. We've got Tasha Rose Duhan. Happy 30th birthday to you.
It's a good one, girl.
Thanks for joining us. Colleen Calhoun Milhorn. Happy 35th birthday to you. And thanks for joining us.
That's right.
Christy Feldman.
Happy birthday.
Tressa Wyrick. Tressa Wyrick. You got to tell me how to say that. Mackenzie Hesperia.
Hi, Mackenzie. Happy birthday.
And our special guest birthday honor tonight goes to Tatum Do Good. Happy 19th birthday.
Happy birthday.
We recognizing you as our #1 Nightmare Before Christmas fan. Your people came and told us about it. Your family came and told us about it. Showed us a picture of your bedroom.
It's awesome.
Told us how remarkable and amazing you are. So we said we got to save her for the big happy birthday shout out. We really, really appreciate you joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
That's right.
And everybody, please take the time out to wish her a happy birthday. We got over 3,000 people painting with you tonight, breaking our record.
Seriously.
Of 800 people. So.
Oh my gosh. Awesome, guys.
Now you're making me tear up.
See? All right. Here we go.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right. So for those of you that are first timers, welcome. We are in our home studio if you haven't been able to tell yet. You hear our bird chirping. That's Holly, our cockatiel. You'll hear Aiden running around, I'm sure. And we have 2 parakeets and Rascal, who we won't talk about because he'll jump on me. So we want to leave him sleeping.
Right. He's
moments.
Rascal is a member of the family here that does not like mommy to be painting.
We are from South Bound New Jersey, where mimosas and masterpieces. Jennifer, Mark's your guy behind the computer, behind the screen, reading off your comments and names. We've been doing this for crazy. We've been doing this for about 5 years, not virtually. We typically would go out and do this in person with you guys and plan your own little in-person paint party. So for those of you local, we have started going out and doing that outdoors. We offer now virtual parties, so private Zoom parties, private fundraising events through Zoom. Reach out to us. We'll help you out with those things. All right, let's get started. Here we go. All right, so I know tons of confusion on these silhouettes, guys. Man, I didn't think I could make it any easier, but apparently I did not do that right. I will paint tonight my original painting that you saw.
Okay.
Okay. I sent to you, or I put in the comments, a ton of silhouettes for you guys to just pick and choose from. So you can cut these out. You can put them behind your canvas, put light behind it, and then you would be able to sketch through that light. You don't have to do that ahead of time. If you didn't do it, don't stress. I will show you how to do something afterwards, okay?
And for those who are first time here, don't worry. We're going to move the pace along at a nice gradual pace, and I'm going to have her repeat all of the steps as we go along.
All right. So we have our 16 by 20 canvas. I have it laid out horizontally. If you have a different size canvas, you want to scale up or down, you can. What else? 16 by 20 canvas. We have our primary colors, red, yellow, blue, black, and white.
That's right.
We have 3 brushes we're going to use this evening. We're going to use that 1/2-inch flat brush like this, a medium round brush like this, and a smaller, tinier detail brush for outlines and little details. Kind of like when we're doing Jack, okay? I have paper towels to dry my brushes, a cup of water to rinse, something to sip on. I think we may need it. What are you guys sipping on tonight?
Yeah, what are you sipping on? Put it in the comments. Let us know.
Just truly for me, but okay. I think that's it, guys. Ready?
Somebody said they hear our birds upstairs
oh my
and
gosh.
that their birds are calling back.
Oh my gosh. Aiden, can you please cover Holly? Holy cow. Yeah. All right. Let's get started. So I'm going to have you start with that 1/2-inch flat brush. We're going to rinse and dry. Rinse and dry.
Don't worry, everyone who's here for the first time. I will be zooming in so that you can see the details and you'll be able to follow along.
We can
just let it flow and trust the process, and you'll see how everything works.
That's right. I always say trust the process.
That's right.
And before we get going any further, really, I always want to say,
my painting is not going to look like my painting, and your painting is not going to look like my painting. And there are no rules here. We're all about freedom of expression. We want you to paint it the way you feel comfortable with. Jennifer's just the guide.
That's right. I'm here just to guide you. And I will tell you, it's not just about putting paint on a canvas for me. This is your self-care time. This is your downtime. We are here just to put good out. That's why we do these for free. There is no requirement to tip. There is no requirement to buy your kits from us. We appreciate and accept, but they are not expected, okay? All right, so.
Just one more time. One more time I have to say this because there's over 3,000 people here. Okay. Do not click on anything. You're here to paint with us. You can put your comments in. Don't click on anything.
Yeah, they're here, so they're not.
Thank you, guys. All right, let's do it.
All right, so we're going to start with our moon first. For those of you that want to be cheaters, you can grab an extra plate, and you can use that to outline for your moon. Okay? With that flat brush, I'm going to take a corner of yellow and a corner of white. I don't have to yell. Sorry.
Not yet.
Corner of yellow, corner of white. I'm going to do my moon almost in the center of my canvas. We're going to start right at the top, and we're going to start making that nice big circle. I know it's going to be tough for you guys to see this at first.
I'll zoom in. For those of you that are having trouble with your TV connection, maybe I suggest that you go out and come back in. And yes, for those who keep asking, we are recording. We record every session that we do. If you look over our page when you get a chance, you go to the events section and look down and look at all of our past events. Every time we come on here, we make the video. And we're going to be transferring those videos to other platforms so that you can continue to paint even when we're not here. Okay.
So as you fill in this circle, I want you to continue following the shape, okay? So curved lines all the way around.
I can zoom in?
You can zoom, yeah.
Sure. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
I got in there nice and close, okay?
Great.
All right, we are on our way. Homemade pineapple wine.
Oh my gosh, who has that?
I couldn't read the name. The names are going by so fast I couldn't say, but I saw homemade.
Right, mimosas and masterpieces might like pineapple wine. Hello. Oh my God.
Is it okay that I'm vertical and not horizontal?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to do vertical, that's absolutely fine.
Like we said, there's no rules here. It's freedom of expression.
Isn't, no. So again, you can make this moon as large or as small as you want to. I'm going to make sure I got a nice big moon that it takes up about a quarter of my canvas.
Okay.
Holly, oh my gosh. What goes on with that bird?
She knows something's going on down here.
Seriously.
That's what happened.
Sheesh. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, there's other people on here saying, I need to know more about that pineapple wine.
Seriously.
Eggnog and pumpkin spice liquor.
Ooh, that sounds good too. That sounds good.
I just did Baby Yoda today.
Oh, did you? Good job.
Laura Sullivan.
Oh, Laura. That was one of our favorites, I think. I loved seeing all those pictures come in. I love that you guys kind of did your own thing, too, for some of those.
Somebody was drinking mimosas.
Awesome. There you go, girl. Mimosas, way to go. See, I had to wear my Sally apron today, but I have a new apron that says, save water, drink mimosas.
Uh-huh. All right, so we're just working on the moon.
Just working on the moon. We're going to give you guys a minute to get that yellow and white in there. So I just kind of continue.
Our device volumes are turned up all the way. You got to turn your device volumes up.
You may have to go out and come back in.
That's possible.
Yeah, sometimes we're up all the way. We've got mics right overhead.
And which brush are you using first again?
This is that 1/2-inch flat brush.
1/2-inch flat brush.
Yep. So corner of white, corner of yellow. We're filling in that whole moon.
Does the moon go over my drawing?
Yes, it'll go over your drawing.
I'm sorry, I usually say the names of the people asking the questions, but the questions are coming
so
fast.
It's
or
okay.
The comments are coming so fast. I just see it and I'll say it.
We expected that. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
So toward the center of your moon, we want to make that a little lighter. So we're going to lighten that up with the white. So more white toward the center of your moon. And again, if you happen to go over those sketches, it's okay. We'll get them back in there later. I'll show you how to add those sketches to it later. Okay?
Amanda says, do I cover my moon over my drawing?
Yes.
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 Don't worry about the people posting the links. Just don't click on them.
Yeah. Yep.
Sammy Baker Davis, can you speak up? We're speaking as loud as we can. Please turn your volume up or go out and come back in.
Yeah, we got mics right overhead, guys.
All right. What if the person doesn't have a silhouette?
We'll show you how to paint at the very end. We'll do the one. We'll show you the detail of making the single jack on the canvas.
Do you cover jack?
You can cover jack. Yes, it's okay.
Yes, cover jack.
Yes. If you want to go around it, you can go around it. But if you happen to go over it, that's fine.
Because we're going to put it in later.
Yep, we'll put it back in there. Don't worry.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to grab... my moon is kind of crooked. All right, for those of you that have painted with me, you know what happens, right? I paint on an angle.
That's right.
My stuff's always crooked.
It's okay. Cotton candy wine.
Yeah, what? Come on, you guys. You're killing me tonight. Cotton candy.
Yeah.
What?
I couldn't say the name because it went by so fast.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So once we've got that yellow and white in there, I'm going to have you grab a little bit. You don't even have to rinse and dry your brush. I'm going to have you grab a little bit of red, okay? Little bit of red. Whenever we take from our paint, you want to take from the side of your paint, not from the center, so that you don't mess up the whole pot of paint. You just want to take from the edge, okay? So with a little bit of red on that flat brush, we're going to come down around the left side of our moon. So we'll just start kind of bringing some of that red in with some curved lines.
Okay, I'm getting questions of which corners of the brush?
Well, there's only two corners of the brush. So.
Exactly.
So one corner of white, one corner of red.
Okay. I just saw somebody said they dipped their brush in their paint. In their drink.
All right.
And we do have a I'll have to look in the comments later and put that person.
You're now on the wine dipper. No, yeah, the wine dipper list.
The wine dipper award will be given out at the end of the year.
All right. So with that red again, we're just following the curve on the left side of our moon.
Okay.
We're just going to kind of blend that in a little bit. So you can make this as light or as dark as you want to with that red. Just want to get some of that red in there to make it a little orange.
Oh. Come on. I just seen somebody said they're watching from Japan. Aww. It is Friday morning here. Jessica Marie Ledesma.
Hi, Jessica.
Stone.
Hi, Jessica.
From Japan, thanks.
We know that our USO they are going to organize this for the troops in Okinawa. So hello, everybody. Thank you guys all for painting with us. I know that you guys are joining us as well. So how awesome. Thank you guys so much for everybody joining us from all over the world. This is amazing.
Okay, I think we need to clear up some things.
Go ahead.
Okay, people are keep asking about, are we painting over our sketch?
All right, if you've sketched onto your canvas, you can go over it if you want to. If you can go around it, you can go around it. If you happen to paint over it, it's fine. We are going to go over it. It's okay.
All right.
All right. If you can't see it anymore, I'll show you how to put it back. How's that?
Don't worry.
I'll show you how to get it back on there later.
Trust the process. We've been doing this for a while now. We'll be able to guide you through everything that you have questions for. And I will usually ask those questions. So don't worry.
We try.
Calm down. Take it easy. It's Self-Care Thursday. We're going to get through this painting. We're going to have a great time.
So throw some thumbs up to us once you've got that orange in your moon and your moon is complete. And Mark will try and look
Marisol
out for
Gibson.
that.
My brush went right into my drink. That's why I never drink.
And part of our FAQs or part of our be prepared is grab a cup with a lid so that you don't dip your wine or your brush in your wine.
Yeah, because she's got the lids on hers. How do I put the video from phone to TV?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not a technical
We are not
person.
technical. We know that some people put it on their laptop and then use an HDMI cable to their TV. You could do it that way.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Hey, come on now. Had to learn a few things.
Okay, April, I want to come to your house to paint. Cotton candy wine.
You want to bring the cotton candy wine? You could paint with me anytime you want.
Yeah, Heather Durham.
Awesome. Hi, Heather. I'll always tell you, no matter how big our group is, we have had several little parties here. We've done resin pours and acrylic pours here. You guys come as guests and you leave as friends, and we have felt that virtually as well. So
all the time.
Thank you all so much for being a part of this Mimosas community.
Those of you who might have came in real late, don't worry, you can rewatch the video.
Yep.
The video is always posted soon after we finish the session.
You got it.
Hello from Moose Jaw.
Hi. That sounds like an interesting place, but I don't know where Moose Jaw is.
Watching from India.
Awesome. Hi. That's
Watching
so
from
cool.
Okinawa.
Awesome. Hi.
Dragon fruit wine.
Dragon fruit wine.
Yeah, remember when I bought the dragon fruit home? And he was like, what is that? I was
dragon
like,
fruit.
I don't know.
I mean, I've steeped dragon fruit tea in my wine.
Okay.
All right. We are going to rinse and dry that brush when you're done with your moon.
Krista Ann says, my sketch has smeared.
It's okay.
It's okay. Oh, another one dipped his brush in his drink.
My goodness, guys.
Somebody just said, could we pause for a moment? And that's what we're doing right now.
That's what we're doing, yep. You can't pause us live. You can't rewind us live. That would look a little strange, but...
But if you do the video later, you can pause us then as many times as you like so that
right.
you can get through the painting. But it's very relatively simple. We try to make things easy for you.
We do. We try.
Yeah, somebody just said they're late. It's okay.
It's all right. We just did the moon, so we're taking a corner of white and a corner of yellow on that flat brush and filling in a moon in a circle. If you want to cheat and you want to use a plate, you can use a plate to outline for that moon.
Yes, I want to give a shout out to Emma in Calm in Canada.
Hey, Emma.
Yeah, Becca Cunningham says, my kid is faster than me, but we got it done.
Good job. Good job.
Somebody just said, I thought this started at 8. We're lost. It's 8:28 Eastern Time here in New Jersey where we are.
Yeah.
And it's okay. If you don't feel comfortable, if you got here late and you don't feel comfortable trying to catch up with us, then you can paint tomorrow. You can paint tonight.
Yep.
You can paint as soon as we're done with this.
You got it.
All right, let's continue on.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to work around our moon now. So I'm going to have you rinse and dry that flat brush, and we're going to go to some black. So we're going to, sticking with this flat brush. Okay.
Yeah, I got it zoomed in so they can't.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's work around our moon. So we want to fill in everything in black around our moon, just under our moon. Okay? So we're doing this entire section.
And you're using black?
Just using black. Yep.
Can you say what brush you were using again?
This is that 1/2 inch flat brush. If you have a larger brush, I know my kit purchasers that bought with us, you have that large 1 inch brush. You could use this too to get it done quicker if you want to.
Okay.
Okay. So this will take a couple of minutes to get. Oh man.
See, what did you do?
Moon. It went over my moon.
Okay, but that happened, and what happened?
I'll just fix it later.
All right, just remember that.
All right, so we want to bring that black all the way down to at least here.
It's all right, Katie Kane, that you slow to the party. You can catch up, and if you don't feel like you can catch up, then just wait for the video to come. It'll be
later.
It'll be launched right after this session is over.
You got it. Yep. All right. So.
All right. So now you're gonna fill in all of that with
right.
black.
So all of this is gonna be black to start. Let's get that done first.
All right. So this is gonna take a minute.
Yeah. So while you're...
what happens when you get close to that moon?
We're going to just be careful going along the edge of our moon, that's all.
Let them get a chance to see that.
So I use the edge of my brush, the flat side of my brush, and just lightly bring that around my moon.
Colin Hanks says, we are using bowls for water so we don't drink it.
Good job. That's a smart move. Although me, I would probably knock it over. It's a bowl. So while we're painting this background, it's going to take us a couple of minutes. Mark, can you kind of give us maybe a
I would love
view
to.
of our upcoming events? We have
all right, now this is for a lot of you first timers. We always read off our upcoming events, and our upcoming events can be seen right here on this page, Mimosas and Masterpieces. Click on the events section, and you have the upcoming events that we'll be doing in the next few weeks. Okay, and then when you keep going down, and you'll see the past events that all have videos to them, and you can paint anything that we've done in those past weeks. Okay, so what we got coming up this Saturday, October 10th, Beauty and the Beast.
Is this painting?
A lot of people have been anticipating that one as well. We'll be ready for them Saturday. That's going to be 8 p.m. Okay? Then Tuesday, October 13th, we're having a meet and greet on Zoom. The link to the Zoom meet and greet is where? On our Facebook page?
Nope, they have to sign up on the website, and then it'll send you the link.
Can they get to the website from this page?
They should be able to, yeah.
All right. And what's our website?
mimosasmasterpieces.com.
mimosasmasterpieces.com. You go there, get the link to the Zoom meeting, and you can meet and greet me. You can meet and greet Jennifer.
You finally get to see Mark. For all of you that keep saying, "Where's Mark? What does Mark look like?"
Exactly. Jennifer's the star. I don't do.
I see him every day. You guys can see him too.
Nope, they can't. They can see me at the meet and greet, and when I finish editing the intro for our show and everything like that, then they'll get to see me briefly as the camera descends into the studio. All right, but other than that, don't need to see me. They need to see the star.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see what else we got coming up here. Oh yeah. Okay, so after the meet and greet, where we'll be asking questions as well, because we take information from you about many great deal of things. The next time we'll be on will be Thursday, October 29th. We're going to do our tribute painting to The Big Bang Theory, which is one of our favorite shows. And we're going to be painting the Soft Kitty.
Soft Kitty.
We want to make Soft Kitty super famous. So that's it right there. That's what we'll be painting on Thursday night, October 29th. Thursday night is becoming our night.
It's our night, yep.
It's self-care
night. It's our self-care night. That's what we're going to call it. Self-care Thursdays.
Yes. All right. Now, we still got more things coming up. Oh, we have a big event coming up Sunday, November 8th. We're going to have the Sloth painting session. And that's on Zoom.
So this is, right, this is a Zoom event. So our Santa Claus Sloth. We will be Zooming live with a zoo, with a sloth. So it is a paid event. It comes with a kit. It comes with swag. It comes with entries for spinners. And, of course, the Zoom with the sloth. It's a limited event. There's only 100 tickets available. Less as of now, but join us for that. We will get your kit out to you soon.
All right, and for the month of November and December, I will be reading off the upcoming events. We have some really big ones coming up, including another Nightmare Before Christmas tribute.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a couple of minutes to get those on there, to get
that
black on there. Right, because they're
going to fill that black around their moon.
Yep.
But they're only going to go down that far?
Yeah, we're going to start with that, and then we'll work our way to our mountains.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. So as we're waiting for people to catch up, or just giving them a few more minutes just so they can finish their backgrounds, I'll go over the list and finish the rest of this list of our upcoming events.
You got it.
Okay. For the month of November, we'll be doing Tuesday night, 7 p.m., November 10th, the Moonlight Snowman.
Oops.
That'll be right here on Facebook. We have Moonlight. We have a Moonlight edition of paintings. Okay. Started out with the Moonlight Kitties.
That's right.
Then we had the Sunrise Kitties. Then we had the moon. Now we have the moonlight snowman. Okay. Thursday, 2 days after that. Our Thursday nights have become very special for us. And we always started out late so that we can get people from the West Coast and all over. Thursday night, November 12th, we're doing the lamppost. Right there behind you.
Lamppost.
All right. That's going to be on Thursday night, November 12th, 8 p.m. Okay. Then the following week, we have a special night. Okay. But that's, instead of it being on a Thursday, it's going to be on a Friday night, November 20th, 8 p.m. is Golden Girlfriends Night. That's highly anticipated. People suggested it, and we put it up there. And
we are adding a package to the website for those of you that are painting with girlfriends with a set of 8 kits. We will send you a party package.
Yes.
So you have your cups and plates and napkins and tablecloths, and I think there's a banner in there or something for your 8 girlfriends. So you have a whole Golden Girlfriends decor themed party.
That's right. Okay, so then Saturday, November 28th. That's after Thanksgiving, isn't it? Yeah, it's around Thanksgiving
the day after.
time.
We don't have that one. We don't have that event up yet. I don't think that's the...
Okay, but we have Saturday, November 28th at 3 p.m. Elf on the Shelf.
Yep, we don't have the painting yet.
That. We don't have the painting for that yet.
Don't have the painting for that yet.
Okay, well, you'll be working on that.
Yep.
But we do have the painting for the 3rd of December, 8 p.m., Thursday night, Eastern Time, the leg lamp. You know what the leg lamp is from, right, everybody? They know. They know.
They know. They know.
And then, once again, let me zoom out.
Go ahead.
There we go. You see up in the top left hand and the top right hand corner, December 19th, just about a week before Christmas, we're going to do a doubleheader Saturday. We're doing Sally and Jack. We're going to do Sally at 3 p.m., and then we're going to come back at 8 p.m. and do Jack.
Right. So it's a 2-for-1 day.
2-for-1 day on Facebook.
Your kit, when you order your kit, will include, you can pick either to do these together on a 16 by 20 canvas, or you can pick the set of 2 10 by 20 canvases. There's 2 different kits, and you need the sketches, which are on the website. So we're not going to make you guys jump through hoops to find the sketches or the silhouettes. They are going to be included. It's on the website.
That's right.
We're trying to streamline as we go, guys. We're learning as we go.
And even though we're working tonight with over 3,000 people, we're not scared. We're not scared. We will be down here packing kits as best we can. But let's get your requests in early. I'm telling you about an event that's in December. So get it now while you can. Because a lot of people were requesting kits this week. They were requesting kits yesterday for this event. Okay, and there was no way we were going to be able to get them the kits in one day.
Yeah, we were kind of like, no, I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, but and then also, whatever you got, whatever you can use to paint, we encourage you. Do whatever. We've got viewers that have painted on pieces of paper. Okay, we've got
paper, cardboard.
Yeah,
whatever.
We've had it all because we always ask you at the end of every event, please take a picture of your painting and send it to us.
That's right.
I am personally working on an art gallery, a virtual art gallery, where we're going to submit your paintings and show you off. Show all your paintings off that you've done with us. Everybody that sends us a painting in, a picture, that's what we're going to do with your pictures. We're going to put them in galleries.
Got it.
You'll be able to see them virtually.
Yes,
we want to celebrate you. That's what we're here for.
That's right. It is not about us. This is about you. 100%. We are just here to kind of put some good out there. I am all about the pay it forward movement.
Yep.
We teach Aiden that. You put it out, good will come to you, and as such...
And we're living proof of it.
I mean, yeah. Thank you to so many of you that have sent us messages, private messages, and you make me cry every night. I love you.
Yeah,
I can't even read through them. I have to hand him the phone. Even if there were no money involved, if I had the ability to do this with no money involved, I would still do it because it's needed. The self-care is needed. The moment is needed. It is about creating a memory for you guys.
And it's just as much for us too.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to switch to we're going to switch to that medium round brush now.
Medium round brush.
Yep.
We're going to start continuing on here.
Yeah. All right, we're going to...
Painting on a 5x7 canvas. Oh. Whatever you got, that's what
tiny,
we do.
girl. That's a
we
little baby.
definitely want to see the picture when you get done.
You need tiny, tiny brushes for that one.
Does she have a tiny brush?
I'm sure.
All right.
I'm sure she got a tiny canvas. She got tiny brushes. All right. Medium round brush. We're going to start the scroll of our mountain, okay?
Okay.
If you're that nervous about this, grab a pencil first. All right?
Okay.
So here we go.
There's no need to be nervous. Trust Jennifer will guide you through it. Believe me.
Listen.
I've watched her do it for 5 years. She knows what she's doing. She'll get you. She'll get you right.
I'm going to come down to the bottom half of my moon. So I'm going to start with the center of the scroll and work my way out and around.
All right. Now let me zoom in for them because this is going to be very special.
Okay. And I am just using black to start.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'm zoomed in for them.
All right. So I'm kind of in the bottom right corner-ish of my moon. Not that the moon has a corner, but bottom right section or bottom to the center, bottom right section. All right. So starting with that little scroll, I'm going to come up and around.
Yeah, let them get a good look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of go over it, up and around. And then we'll continue that up and around.
Now Noah Henry says, I keep putting my brush in the middle of my paint blotches. It's a bad habit.
Stick it in your water instead.
Right.
Alright, so we're going to carry this little quadrant, this little corner or top of this out and down. Okay. I know we can't see it yet, but we'll add to that so you can, okay?
Okay.
So don't worry too much about that.
Yeah, once you go out of the moon and into the black, it's like, what happened? It's gone.
Right, exactly. Alright, now we're going to kind of continue, we're going to just add some pressure. So we'll continue going around this, adding pressure to make this a little wider as we come around.
Okay, so you're just going to add pressure.
So we're adding pressure, adding kind of another layer around it.
Okay.
So we're kind of doubling up those lines.
You know,
what?
We've got anniversaries here I need to read off.
Yeah.
Like Amy and Roger.
Amy and Roger.
Yep, happy anniversary. Their wedding theme was The Nightmare Before Christmas. How's that?
Amy is also Super Dog, Chucky, the Chocolate Lab's mom and dad. That's who they are.
That's right, that's right. You don't know who Chucky the Chocolate Lab is?
Oh, you're going to have to check them out.
Look them up on Google, please. Remarkable.
So we're going to keep kind of widening that up as we get closer to the edge, okay?
All right.
So as we kind of wind toward the edge of our moon, it's going to start getting wider.
Michelle Hoffman, yes, we always repost the video after we do each session. That's for everything we've ever done. All you gotta do is click on these past events.
Unless we had a boo-boo, which there was only like
we had one boo-boo, 2 boo-boos. Yeah, but everything else.
And that was on Zoom, darn Zoom.
Right.
All right, so again, just kind of, I keep getting that a little bit wider as we leave from the center.
Again, a reminder, please do not click on any of the spam that you see in the comment section. The comment section is for you to make comments, not to click on anything.
Alright, and now we're going to bring this down this way. So our mountain is going to start to trickle off down this way. And we know we can't see it. That's okay. Let's fill in this little section here.
Stephanie Albee says, what color?
We're all in black for right now.
We're using black.
Yep, just black for now. We'll go to other colors soon.
Yes. Should we make sure the scroll is below our silhouette?
Yes, that's a great tip. I'm very sorry. I'm forgetting that you guys, some
that's
of you
Crystal
have them.
Ann.
Thank you, Joanne.
Crystal Ann.
Crystal Ann. Sorry. Yes, so your silhouette, I'm sorry. So your mountain, you want to kind of line up with where your silhouette is standing.
Right.
Again, if it happens that it didn't work out that way, I'll show you how to transfer it to your canvas afterwards, okay? If you happen to paint over it.
Jack. and Sally or whoever, whatever you want.
And I'm going to freehand the one that I did. I will freehand that in the live, okay? So you guys can see that too.
Okay.
All right, so we've got our scroll.
Yes, Brenda Ray, the swirl is just black paint.
Yep, just black for now. We'll get other colors in there, I promise.
And remember what we said when we first started. My painting is not going to look like my painting. She means that the painting that she's painting right now is not going to look like the painting that's there on the right. And then she says, your painting is not going to look like my painting. And when we get all your pictures in, we're going to see there's variations of the painting.
We love seeing those photos.
That's what we want.
Love,
we want freedom of expression.
Oh my gosh, the birds are going crazy today. What is going on? Is there a full moon? What's happening?
I think it is.
She whiz. All right. So once we've got that scroll on there and that's kind of in there, we're going to go back to that, the wide brush, okay?
All right, we're going to go back to the wide brush. And yes, we are using black.
So black was for our scroll. I am going to mix some colors now, okay?
Stephanie and Brett, 14 years together.
Happy anniversary, Stephanie and Brett. That's awesome. We're almost there. Man, I keep forgetting about our anniversary.
Well, how do you figure out about what?
What? It's coming. All right. So I'm going to start to mix. We're going to mix some blue. So let's take a nice scoop of blue. And we're going to take a little scoop of our black and mix.
I saw something that went by in the comments so fast, but I got it.
Okay.
I don't know who it was that said it, but happy birthday, Shelly.
Aww.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Aww. So we want to make a dark blue, like a navy blue. So I'm taking some blue and some black and mixing to like a navy blue.
Okay. Mix. Amy Withrow, 21st anniversary is tomorrow.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Congratulations. This is what brush you're using again?
We went back to that 1/2-inch flat brush.
1/2-inch flat brush is what we're using now.
1/2-inch flat. We're going to mix some blue and some black. We're just going to start to layer some colors in here.
Okay, Sarah Ann says, what if my moon isn't big enough and it's covering my figures?
Your moon is not big enough.
But it's covering her figures.
If it's covering the figures and it's big enough,
then it's big enough.
As long as your figures are in the moon, you're good.
You're good.
Yeah. If you want to add to it later, wait until your black is all completely dry, and then you can paint over with white and yellow around to make your moon bigger.
Okay.
Okay.
Takara Bell Stevens, yes. All our sessions are always recorded for video, and then we place them. What I want to encourage everybody who's never been here to our page, when you get a chance, go through the page, read the instructions. It tells you everything about us and everything that we do and how we do it, so that you don't have so many questions next time.
We're trying to streamline all of those questions for you so that they're all in one spot.
Yes.
So yes, we know. We're working on it. All right, so with that blue, we're going to start to create our mountains, all right? So we've got that dark blue, navy blue color. I want to continue my mountain here. We're going to bring that down, all the way down. Nice big curved line. It's going to be hard to decipher. That's okay. We just want to start to layer some colors.
Okay. I'm going to zoom out.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I'll zoom back in again.
Okay. So we're just going to create another little mountain here.
Because Alicia Jamie said, could you zoom out, please?
They want to see the other painting.
I guess.
Yeah. So we have this big mountain kind of coming down here. We have this little mountain kind of coming off to the left side.
Can you say what brush you're using again? Somebody's asking.
The 1/2-inch flat brush.
The 1/2-inch flat brush.
Yep.
All right, we're using black right now, and you're making your mountains?
It's black and blue.
It's black and blue, sorry.
Yep, it's mixed black and blue.
It's a corner of each?
I mixed.
No, you mixed it.
Right.
Okay, you mixed it in.
I mixed some blue.
Sorry.
With the black to make kind of a navy blue. We're just going to start layering some colors, that's all. All right.
I seen Wendy and David 7 years together.
Awesome, guys. Congrats.
I couldn't get the last name. It disappeared.
All right, let's do another little mountain from up here. Again, it's going to be hard to see up there. We'll bring that down. And there could be another little mountain over here. So let's start kind of filling those guys in. I know it's difficult to see them. If you want to kind of define them a little bit more, you can grab a little bit of white so that you can see the edge of your mountain.
Okay.
How's that? I just grabbed a little bit of that white so that you could see the edge of my mountains.
Okay. I'm going to zoom in again.
But we'll keep layering colors, guys, okay? So don't stress too much.
Right. We're layering colors right now.
I just want you to kind of fill in the base color. We're just going to fill in this base color.
Okay. Now, when you start looking at our past videos, if you find something that you like to paint, you're going to go through our page. First, look at the photos and see all of the happy people and all of the different styles that they painted, the different sessions that we've had.
We love getting your photos. So at the end of this event, we'll also post that link for you to, or it'll be a comment. Please add your photos into that comment thread. It's so much easier for me to get everybody's photos and not lose anybody's pictures if they're all in one spot. The other thing that we've loved seeing you guys do, some of you started doing that for us prior to Hocus Pocus. If you want to edit your photo and add where you're painting from, that is so cool when we see them on the slideshow.
Yes.
To see that you're from California or New York or Japan or
India.
I mean, so cool. So it's just so neat to see everybody's from around the world.
And we have a map that we're working on.
We are. We'll do that.
And that's why when we have you come join us for the first time, we ask where are you from, so we can give you a shout out. We'll put a pin up on the map for the city that you represent or where you come from, and then we're going to show you the map when we finally get enough. When we catch up, because there's so many people now.
I know.
Like
we're going to do that on the 13th, right?
Sunday.
Oh, well, together you and I are going to do it, but we're going to pin on Tuesday, right, for meet and greet? Maybe.
Yes, we'll get people's cities and where they come from.
Yeah.
And add more to the list, and then we'll be Sunday. We're going to be spending pretty much the whole day putting pins to where everybody says in the comments where they're from. We just want to have a good idea of how the map looks when we get all of the pins in there, and then we'll show you.
That's right. All right. Get this guy. We'll finish this big mountain off. Does this mountain have a name, guys? I don't even know. I know you fans will know it.
What color are you filling it in with again?
I'm still using that dark blue, so black and blue.
You mixed it together.
Mm-hmm.
Did you use more of one than the other, or it was just an equal
amount? It's probably more more blue than black, but because black is overpowering,
yes,
that's what it looks like on screen, probably.
Okay. Well, I just wanna say I hope Tatum is doing good so far with us on her 19th birthday.
Yeah.
Staying with us and family. I hope everybody's having a good time so far.
And Ava for her birthday in California, right?
Yes, Ava Rivera celebrating her 12th birthday.
Do we have cake yet, guys?
And her friends? No, they didn't have cake yet. They're busy painting right now.
Alright. Yep, we're just filling this guy in all the way. So we're going to give you guys a few moments to get these mountains filled in.
Right. We're going to give you some time to catch up, so don't panic.
So this is a great time for you, once you get this part completed, grab a drink, grab a snack, run to the restroom. We're going to give this a minute or so, or a few minutes to dry.
Yeah.
Okay? And then we will continue working on this.
Valentina Haggard says, we're here from Lathrop, California. My daughter is 9 and painting with you tonight.
Hi, Valentina. Hi,
Thank
guys.
You.
Welcome.
Hello from Manhattan, Montana.
Manhattan, Montana. I did not know.
Manhattan was in
Montana. Wow. Welcome.
Warner Robins, Georgia. Kimberly Runge.
Hi, Kimberly.
Yeah, you're going to have time to get up, to catch up now.
Yeah, catch up. Go grab a drink.
Yeah,
Get one with the
talk
lid.
a little bit louder?
Okay.
Because I'm still hearing people saying, they can barely hear. They need to check their sound on their ends. Oh, somebody was asking for a shout out and then their comments just disappeared from my site.
Can you scroll up or no? It doesn't work.
No, I can't scroll up. It's coming in so fast that
we figured that would happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to handle that.
We need
that's
multiple
why we
people
still
to
want
do
you to
that.
make your comments because we read the comments after the show is over.
We do. It's gonna be a long night tonight.
Yep. We try to look at every comment.
Yes, I.
What colors are the mountains? That just blew by my face. Right
Okay, we're still on the blue and black, so we mixed scoop of blue and a little bit of black.
Right, and mix it together.
Right, we're gonna layer the colors in our mountain, so don't stress if it's not perfect. I don't know what that means, but
and those and those viewers that are answering some people's questions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it takes a community. That's why we call this the Mimosas community.
Yeah.
We have seen you guys jump in on those spammers. We have seen you guys answer other people's questions for me. I've seen you guys. Somebody took my scanned, chopped, cropped sheet of silhouettes and you made it a nice one. Thank you.
Nice.
I am not technically challenged in that department at all, or I'm not technically advanced in that department at all. So thank you for doing that. Yeah, we appreciate that.
We got an anniversary coming up for. We got a wedding coming up on the 10th.
Yeah.
For Tabitha Roth.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
2 days from now.
Wow.
And you're painting with us? Don't
That's
you have wedding
awesome.
things to do? No. You need the time.
Yeah.
You need the time. Take time. Take a sip. Have that bottle.
And then I have a belated anniversary for Miranda and her hubby.
Happy anniversary.
Whose theme was
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
There you go.
So cool, guys. You guys have shared some photos of your tats, of your Christmas trees, of your bedrooms, of all of your setups, of your whole Halloween decor thing. Oh my gosh.
We love looking at all of those
I know
pictures.
my friends Justin and Taz are watching tonight, and I know they have an entire room dedicated to Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing. You take this to a whole new level.
Yeah, you do.
I had no idea. When we had the first, I think it was within a couple of hours we posted the event, and there was like a few thousand reach. I was like, oh my gosh, look at this. This is ridiculous. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
We're two people out of South Bound Brook, New Jersey, a little town in New Jersey. Listen, it's nothing special. We're nothing big. We don't got no money behind us. We are just us. That's it. We are just here to have fun, make you smile. So hopefully we make you smile and laugh tonight. Hopefully you don't drink too much pink water.
Okay, let me just do something real here. June Key Kim says, my girlfriend's stressing out too much because she's behind. Could you please tell her it's okay?
It's okay. Yeah.
Slow down. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we're gonna get you through the process. Don't worry.
We're gonna take a couple of minutes, so don't worry.
It's not about speed here. We're not about speed. We're not going anywhere. We don't have nothing to do. We're gonna be here with you guys until everybody's done.
We are.
We do the same thing when we do a Zoom event. We don't stop. We don't finish until everybody that's on our Zoom meeting is done. So don't worry. Take it easy. You'll get through the process, and then you'll take a picture and send it to us. That's what we want.
That's right. And we want to see those pictures of not just your paintings. We would love to see pictures of you. We want to see pictures of your painting parties. Because I have seen so many messages, you guys tagging your friends going, we're having a painting party. Come to my house. Yeah. So we want to see your groups. I love seeing that. That's so cool.
We've seen a lot of groups in our day now.
I missed past tense, going out and doing this in person.
Right,
and,
that's what we did.
And
that's
seeing,
what we were doing.
And being able to get that final group shot of 5, 10, 15. We had 100 people at one time, live, in person.
40, 50, yes.
And I missed that group shot. I missed that kind of energy. But you guys have made me feel like you're right here with me. So this is so cool. We really enjoy this.
All you gotta do is click on the photos in this page and scroll down, it is endless. It goes down. You'll see in the beginning before we started doing this, you'll see all of those group pictures that we were doing.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Yes. Okay. June Key Kim says, please say, L, relax. This is supposed to be fun.
L, relax. This is supposed to be fun.
L, relax. It's supposed to be fun. Calm down. It's okay. You're going to get through this, and you're probably going to have the best painting out of all. It's really those people that are really, really sticklers, you know,
very
perfectionists.
Perfectionists.
Yeah, you know, every painting, there's no rules. There's no perfect way to make a painting. All you got to do is express yourself. Relax yourself and let it come through you. And trust yourself.
And trust the process.
Yes.
Trust the process.
Can you please explain the process of the mountains?
Sure. Okay. So we took that 1/2-inch flat brush.
Yes.
I mixed a scoop of blue and a little bit of black.
Yes.
Okay. And then I just started creating our mountain. So from our big scroll up here, I started with this nice big mountain coming all the way down. And then we did a little mountain coming off to the left. We added another little mountain here. And another little mountain up here. And then I outlined mine, or I kind of just grabbed some white so you could see the edges of mine. And you could do that too if you want to. And then I just filled in all of my mountains with that blue and black. That's it.
Okay.
That's all so far.
Okay, I saw a name go by real fast. They wanted a birthday shout out for Beth Nunez.
Hi, Beth.
I hope I got it right.
Happy birthday.
Hannah Marjorie says, my mom wants to do a Buddy the Elf.
It's coming, girl.
It's coming.
It's coming.
The Elf on the Shelf.
No, that's different.
Oh, Buddy the Elf is different?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to have to work on that. I'll write it down.
I'll see if I can try and loop those two together somehow.
Okay.
We have so many great ideas for the winter, and there's only so many days that I could paint.
I just saw Bob Ross's name.
Yes.
Somebody said something about Bob Ross. We're working on that. We want to do that. We want to take that. We want to take that mantle. So, but we're not just going to jump there. Okay, we got to work on it first. Okay.
We want to do a Bob Ross tribute day, so
yes.
we will work on that probably early next year.
Yep.
Where we will kind of.
It was my idea.
It was Mark's idea.
I even got the painting all lined up. A Bob Ross looking painting that she did in the past, but we're going to get it done.
Yes, we will.
I'll even dress up like Bob Ross on that day. Just remember, you got me quoted saying that, okay? It's going to be right here in the video.
And you can't cut it out.
I won't cut it out. I meant it when I told you about it.
Well, we have 3,000 witnesses now. So.
Yep, 3,000 witnesses. I told you, what did I say? I said, I'll put on the wig with the afro. I'll put the shirt on.
The button-down shirt with the sleeves rolled up.
That's right, with the pens and stuff sticking in the pocket. Yeah, yeah. He said that L has
calmed down. Good. That's what we want. We want Elle to be relaxed. We want everybody to be relaxed.
All right, so we're still waiting for this to dry.
We're going to give us some fun. I mean, I guess we could still work on it. Sorry, I got to put my hair up, guys. It's
okay, hot. Heather Huffman says, I'm freaking out. I want it to look good. You have to trust that it looks good already.
Trust the process,
down,
girl.
Trust the process. You're not done. We still got a ways to go.
Yes.
We still have things to add. When it's done, then you look at it and go, oh, see,
yes.
I was worried about nothing. There's no rules. Remember, when we first started this, I said the paintings are not going to look exactly alike.
Nope.
They're not supposed to. They're supposed to be all different looking because everybody's strokes is different. Everybody's brushes are different.
Right.
The paint you're using is different.
It's about your mood. It's about your mindset. It's
absolutely.
There's a lot of things involved, but
if you're not in a mood where you are comfortable with what you're doing, then that's what's going to be reflected in your work. So just calm down, take a sip of water or a sip of a drink, and relax. It's Self-Care Thursday. Think about yourself. Think about how you feel and what makes you feel good. And translate that to your painting.
Yeah, I can paint the same painting 10 times, guys, and it will come out different every time.
And she's got them. We've got them down here in this basement here where we are. We've got tons of paintings all over the place. She's
trying to give them away. But,
yeah,
I mean, they're
giving some away, but
we're donating them.
Yes, but there's lots of paintings where she has duplicates, and they don't all look the same.
No,
they all have they all have a similarity, but they're just not the same.
The same. Nope, exactly. All right.
If somebody says Bob Ross tribute day, I'm down.
Yes.
Okay, so we're working on that.
There's a I don't know if it's from YouTube or what, but there's that song, that remix song that somebody made that I love. We need to use that. I don't know how we get the rights to that. I don't know how we do that, but we love that song.
Okay, now I just crazy request, but I'm just going to do it anyway.
Say it.
Somebody's birthday they just said to say potato.
Potato. They don't know that we're really live. That's why. Potato. Potato.
All I know is that I seen it, but the comments go up so fast. I just saw somebody requested for us to say potato.
They were not sure that we were really live. I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
It's a test. It
says Mark sounds like Flossie Carter. I have no idea who Flossie Carter is.
I was going to say I don't know who that is.
Look it up. I hope it's a compliment and not an insult.
I have no idea.
I don't have any idea. Can we give a birthday shout out for Josie?
Hi,
We're
Josie.
having a 6-person paint night.
Awesome! Happy birthday!
We want to see all your pictures and all your photos when you finish doing it. Thank you.
All right, what are we switching to? All right, let's go to. Where do we want to go first? Oh. Too fast, baby.
Yeah,
too fast, honey.
Read them and they're just going by so fast. A lot of people like the fact that we mentioned Bob Ross.
See, Bob Ross. All right, let's get back to that flat brush and let's work on a little bit more of our mountains, okay? We're going back to that 1/2-inch flat brush. All right. We're going to mix some purple.
1/2-inch flat brush.
Scoop of blue. Let's take a nice scoop of blue. Let's take a scoop of our red. And we're going to take a scoop of white.
Jennifer says, me and my daughter are having a good time. Thanks for this.
You're welcome, guys. See, Jennifer's rule.
Uh-huh. Another Jenny says, daughter Charlie's 10th birthday.
Aw, happy birthday, Charlie.
Yeah, the comments are going by so fast, I can't read them all.
All right, so I'm kind of making a light purple, guys. Again, there's no perfect setting here. We're taking a nice big scoop of blue, a little scoop of red, and a little scoop of white to make a purple, a lighter purple.
And you make it as light as you like until you're satisfied with the shade.
We're going to put this on the tops of our mountain, some of our mountains and our bottom of our mountain. So we're going to be kind of blending it in. So it's not super critical.
Autumn Fisher says, I love your hair.
Aw, thank you. We did it.
You got it all bunned up.
I'm too hot. Sorry.
Okay.
As cold as it is down here, I'm hot. And that's what happens when I drink. So, forget it. I have an awesome stylist who I never would have thought I would ever say that. But her name is Ryan. She did my hair for Hocus Pocus. I told her I wanted a Hocus Pocus theme, and she nailed it. It was great. It is now starting to fade, but she did a great job. All right. That purple on that 1/2-inch brush, okay? We're going to go over those edges of those mountains.
Spina Liliana says it's Petey's birthday.
Happy birthday, Petey. So I'm bringing that purple over some of those mountaintops to start. We can get some of that purple. We're just kind of brushing some of that purple into that mountain. I'm doing it on a diagonal. So lightly brushing some of that purple in there.
Julia says, can you shout out chicken butt?
Chicken butt.
It's for my husband. Chicken butt.
That is what my son says all the time. Why, guys? Why?
Why chicken butt? I don't get it either. He does say that all the time. Chicken butt.
I know what I'm saying. Or chicken. No, he just says chicken.
Chickens.
Chicken. Don't get it.
I said, you got to go to school today? Chickens. What do you want to do tonight? Chickens.
I have no idea.
Or what is the other one? Yeet.
Yeet.
I don't know what that means.
Listen, we had a lesson in yeet last couple of months ago. All right, so that purple, I'm bringing it over the edges of our mountains, over the edge of the mountain, over the edge of the mountain, and then I'm lightly brushing that purple diagonal lines in our mountain. I'm not coating the whole mountain. I'm just sort of blending some of that purple in there and kicking my easel at the same time. And then let's get some of that purple down here.
Okay, you got people saying that they don't have the traceable or they don't have to sketch.
It's okay.
Okay. You're gonna show them how to place
Yes.
Jack or Sally or
Yep, I'll show you
any
later.
of the characters in
Don't worry, we'll show you later. If you don't want to do my silhouette that I paint freehand, I will make sure that you know where to go to find it. It's posted in like 8 different places in the event discussion. Okay. All right, so that purple I'm bringing down over the edge of this mountainside as well. And then again, we're going to just kind of start blending some of that purple into our mountain down here. R.D.
Alvarado says, this was amazing. The kids couldn't hang tonight. Eastern Daylight Time.
Yeah.
We'll finish tomorrow. We're off to bed, but we love you.
Good night.
This
You're
is
welcome.
very much. We love this very much. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You know, we know. I always tell people that. Everyone says, is it meant for kids? Everything's meant for kids. We'll tell you if it's not meant for kids.
Right. It'll be an adult.
We have adult nights.
Right.
However, if your kids have the ability to hang through 2 to 2.5 hours of instruction
on a Thursday night,
then yes, absolutely, then you can do this.
And if not, then
they can go back to the video.
That's when we paint on Saturday at 3 o'clock, or we paint Saturday early. You got to check our event section and see what we got coming up. So if it's an adult themed event, it'll say
we'll let you know. And we would also do it on Zoom. We would not put that as a public thing, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, just so you know, we are trying. We respect our children and our families.
Yes.
So we make sure that anything done like that is an adult themed event, that it would be on a private Zoom.
Evelyn Villa, no, we started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Remember, when we make an event, it's always Eastern Time. We're here in New Jersey.
So again, I went over that edge of the mountain with that purple. And now I'm just slightly kind of blending some of that purple into our mountain.
Okay.
Okay. You can get a little bit of purple on the edge of this side too.
Can you tell Kendra how to make the purple again, please?
Sure. The purple is a scoop of blue, a little scoop of red, and a little bit of white.
And then you mix them all together until you got the shade that you like that makes you happy.
Yep, you got it. So we got some purple on that side. That might be a little heavy over there, but that's okay. It's still kind of a highlight, so it's fine.
Amber West says, do you have to be artistic to do this?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
You don't.
First of all, I don't know what you mean by that, because you don't have to be anything. You just have to just sit down, relax.
Just listen,
and just listen and follow and express yourself. That's all.
The reason that I started doing this was because I took one of my best friends to a paint and sip studio. She picked up a paintbrush for the very first time in her life. She's from Brazil. She painted a painting with me, and she was so proud of herself for doing it. And I have been chasing that feeling ever since. So that made me just want to do this more. Like the feeling of you being proud of yourself for what you've accomplished. If I can help do that in some small way, then my job is done. If you're smiling and you're happy, if you've laughed with me, if you've hopefully not drinking your paint water and you've hopefully not dipped your brush in your wine, and you've come out with a great masterpiece, then we've done our job.
Okay, again, can you just go over how to make the purple? There's a lot of people asking this. I have yellow, red, blue, black, and white.
Okay, purple. Here we go again, guys. Took a scoop of my blue and put it in a section of my plate. I grabbed a little scoop of red and put it in that same section, and then I grabbed a little bit of white and I mixed it all together in a small section, and it came out to like that dark lavender color. All right.
Susan Bramley says, I am a little tired. It's okay, Susan. If you're tired, you could take a break, or you could relieve yourself from here right now.
And you can come back tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow and finish with watching the video.
So
pick up where you left off.
So depending on how your paints are, I use styrofoam plates when I'm painting, so that they stay. Okay. So what I do is I cover my plate with another plate. I stick something on top, and it will reserve your paint for tomorrow, so you don't have to waste it.
Right. You don't have to. We want you to have good self-care.
Yeah, yeah.
You're tired, you get your rest.
That's right.
I took a nap before I came down here because I knew I was going to be so excited to come down here with Jennifer. I had to go take a nap.
Oh my gosh,
I don't know how Jennifer does it. She goes to work. She takes care of Aiden. She's doing homework.
Aiden is pretty self-sufficient these days. But boy, he's such
but
a
you
good
gotta
kid.
keep an eye on him at times,
Yeah,
you know, to make sure that he's still doing his thing.
I know.
Because he's got his business to take care of too.
We have a very good son. He's a brilliant kiddo. He's a good boy. Holly, oh my gosh, that bird is going crazy today, you guys. What is going on?
I don't know.
Aiden loves to fix vacuums. He has his own little vacuum business. So he has a little page, Vacuum Boy, on Facebook as well. But that's his business. So he is watching us as entrepreneurs with our own business. So he does the same thing. He follows suit. So he buys his own business cards with the money that he's made from vacuums. He buys his own vacuum parts with the money that he's made. He resells vacuums that he's fixed. And he is going to be 12 in a little over a month. So we're really proud of him. He's a good kid.
And I don't know what Holly's doing.
I know.
I'm afraid to go upstairs because all she does is objectify me, so I'm not even going to go up there and even bother her. Cause
that would be really funny if you walk up there and she went.
That's what she does. If I go up there, she's going to go. Can't walk by her.
Listen. So we're going to let you get that purple on those mountains.
All right.
And then we're rinsing.
It's coming along nice.
Yeah, I know. This is one of those trust the process moments, guys. I promise. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Somebody just put, I think we're smiling because of the wine.
Good. Well, listen. If I told you to drink the wine tonight, I still had a hand in that, didn't I? Come on.
Yeah.
Listen. Whatever it takes. If it's just time away from everything that's going on, it's time away. It's downtime.
Alina Patterson is celebrating her 9th birthday. That was Saturday by painting now.
Hi,
her
Alina.
mommy and Aaron in Nashville, Tennessee. Happy 9th birthday,
Happy
Alina.
birthday. So cool.
All right, maybe I need to cover her.
Yeah,
she's gonna go.
Tell Aiden to cover her.
She's gonna go.
Yeah, tell Aiden. Holly needs to be covered for a little while.
Watch, let's see if she said.
Oh, my goodness. Sure, now she's singing instead of squawking. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Listen, we're in our home studio. We got the animals. We got a whole zoo going on here. There's no filters. I'm sorry. All right. So once we rinse and dry that flat brush, I'm going to have you guys go to some light blue. So I'm going to have you take a little scoop of your blue. Little scoop of your blue and take a little bit of white. So we kind of lighten up that blue. Okay, so scoop of blue, little scoop of our white, and make a light blue.
Uh-oh, Willie Miller said, I dripped wine on my canvas.
How did you do that?
Okay, I got to come up with another name for that one.
Now we're going to have to call you the wine dripper.
Oh, there you go, baby. Wow, wine
we got a
dripper.
wine dipper, wine dripper, wine sipper, paint water sipper. Oh my gosh.
Wine dripper.
That's a new one. I don't know. Ooh. Knock your easel off your canvas award. I would get that.
Okay.
I'm good. Or canvas off your easel. All right.
What kind of bird? A cockatiel.
There's a cockatiel and 2 parakeets in the same cage.
An objectifying cockatiel.
She likes Mark.
Yeah, I don't know. She loves Mark. I don't know what to say.
She loves to whistle when he walks by.
I can't walk by. Don't let me come out of the bathroom from taking a shower.
Don't tell them that.
She's like, ooh.
Stop. Oh my goodness. Okay. Light blue on that flat brush. And we're going to start bringing that around the top edge of our scroll. There. Carefully coming around the bottom.
Okay.
In this little...
What brush are you using again?
I am using that flat brush, but you can use a tinier brush for this if you want to.
Okay, I'm going to zoom in because Amber Collins is asking to zoom in so they can see.
You got it.
Here we go.
Alright, so the blue is up in this area, a little bit of blue. We got a little bit of blue down in this area. A little bit of blue up in this area too. Real careful with that brush if you're using that flat brush.
Angela says, am I the only one who is drinking water? No, you are not. That is my favorite drink in the world, and I love drinking it all day, every day. Thank you.
Mark is not a drinker. All right, so once we got some of those blue highlights in that little scroll, let's start bringing some of that blue down around the side of our mountain.
Right, Eibel says, I'm watching from Canada. We
Welcome.
love our Canadian neighbors so much.
Yeah, we didn't hear many from Canada. Well, then again,
they're here. They're all
couldn't
over.
read them. So.
I couldn't read them because it's going by so fast.
All right, so again, I'm kind of coming around that left edge of this mountain, and then I'm going to start to kind of blend a little bit of that blue in there.
Okay.
Aiden's going, shh.
Christina Everett says, first timers here from
Christina.
Fort Mill, South Carolina, and they're celebrating their anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Oh man, they're coming by so fast. 30th birthday to my daughter, I'm painting with right now, Lynn Geldart.
Happy birthday, Lynn.
Yeah, I have to read that fast.
All right, and then we're going to get some blue underneath this purple over here. We're just going to kind of blend some of that blue in under that purple.
I guess he's not listening to...
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, maybe I can look outside. Maybe something's going on outside.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. If you want to get some of that light blue in on some of these mountains too, you can. I kind of love the contrast of color. This is not what's on my original.
Right.
But I don't know. I love the contrast of the colors in there.
Okay.
This is kind of what it's about, right?
And that's what we mean by express yourself. And how my painting is not going to look like my painting.
It's not.
That's the way we do it.
It's not. Yep.
Okay, Andy Aragon says, my phone fell in the paint.
Oh,
and I'm not drinking.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It happens.
Now we're going to have to, what, a phone dropper? You guys are...
Phone dropper?
We're going to have a... We're going to have a list
of... awards
for you guys.
Because we have to go over the comments to see who said what. Because there's so many comments coming in so fast. We'll review it later.
All right, so we've got some purple in there. We've got some blue in there. We're going to give you guys a moment.
All right, so let them catch
Take
up.
A sip.
We've got Jen Jo Williams Erickson says 23-year-old has had years of art classes. 12-year-old is just learning color mixes.
Aww.
And has never done this before.
Aw, that's so awesome, guys. We love hearing those stories.
Chris Delgado says, can you guys slow down? I am still on the moon.
I don't know.
Way back there.
I don't know if I can slow down that much, girlfriend.
We can't slow down that much. But don't worry. You can watch the video as soon as we're done. We'll post the video and you can pick up where we left off. Yeah, we can't quite
pause or rewind a live. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, we love our Canadians. And we are pinning our map with all of the cities that we get from our Canadians, and we put them up there. Alberta crew here, yes. Geneva Lamoureux.
Hi.
Yep, Laura Sullivan, Canadian.
Hi, Laura. Yeah, that's right.
Nikki's here, Nikki Stewart.
Hi, Nikki. Hi, girl.
I'm not painting, but wanted to jump on and just shout out and say hi.
Hi, sweetie.
I got that one. See, now we got people from Saskatchewan.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, the Canadians are in. When I say Canadian, Peterborough, Ontario.
Yay, hi. Welcome, welcome.
One of my favorites is Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
All right. You and your, what is it, Rob Van Dam?
No, Rob Van Dam is from Battle Creek, Michigan.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, that's Lance Storm. It's from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
I knew it was one of those
my
wrestlers.
Favorite wrestlers.
One of those wrestler people. Oh.
He's a legend, just like the whole Hart family.
Oh, my
Coming
goodness.
from Canada.
You're too much.
Dolph Ziggler.
Wait, that's the same person?
No, it's different people. All from all Canadian wrestlers. Kevin Owens. My favorites.
He's a big nerd, you guys.
I'm a everything.
And I love him.
I'm a everything. I'm a everything and nothing. I've got little parts of everything.
Oh, goodness.
My 5-month-old just dipped his foot in my paint. Mary Saldivar.
Nice big footprint right on the bottom of your thing. That's a nice, good little...
yeah, a little stamp.
Yeah. A little footprint.
All right.
All right. I'm going to switch up brushes. We're going to go to that medium round brush this time. Okay, so switching brushes, rinse and dry. We're going to go to the medium round brush.
Medium round brush now.
Yep, so getting rid of the flat brush, rinse and dry. Rinse and dry your medium round brush.
Kellyanne Ryan says, I am 34 today.
Hi, Kellyanne. Happy birthday.
Oh, having a painting party.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for having it with us.
Yeah, really. Thank you, guys.
My 8-year... Oh, it went by so fast. We're from Texas. This is Sam. I'm 7 years old. This is fun.
Hi, Sam.
It's gone. Chris Morris from Toledo, Ohio.
Hi, Chris.
Chantel Russell. My mom and sister came over here to do this paint night. Hello from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Oh, my God. All right, here we go. So with that medium round brush, let's mix some light yellow. So we're going to take a scoop of our yellow.
Scoop of yellow.
Put it on your plate, and we're going to take a little bit of our white, and we'll mix it. We're making a light yellow.
You're going to mix white and yellow.
Yep, white and yellow. So scoop of my yellow, a little bit of white to make a lighter yellow.
I've got it zoomed in.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to put this yellow right over the edges. And you could do this whether it's a one full stroke or a couple little smaller strokes.
Jordan Braylon says, my mom loves Mark's voice.
See, that's what got me too, Mom. Gotta tell you.
No, you got the phone voice.
Well,
you know, the nice voice.
Yeah, All right, so with that yellow, we're just going to put that on the right side of our mountains to start. So this side of the mountain, this side of the mountain, this side of the mountain. So you can do that in one fell swoop, or you could do that in small little dashes. We just want to get some yellow on there. It's kind of like that highlight from our moon.
I want to say hi to the Farrell family, painting from rural Iowa. Tina, Jason, and Lily.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, see? Pilar Johnson says Calgary is wrestling central. Yes, it is.
Apparently. Oh, my goodness. All right. So on this side of our mountain, right underneath our moon, we need to add some of that yellow down here, too. So, again, I'm just kind of doing some small little brush strokes with that. Getting some yellow on there.
Okay. Allison Morin says Friendsgiving. I like that.
Giving. Well,
Friendsgiving.
There's one coming. Just so
Friendsgiving?
you know. I think she's referring to a Friends painting.
Oh, okay.
Like the theme Friends.
Okay.
But I like Friendsgiving.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
So with that yellow, I came down around the left side of this mountain. Kind of that highlight or reflection of our moon onto this side of the mountain.
Melissa Brennan says, this is the best post-wisdom tooth removal activity. Wine and relaxation and a painting party with my bestie,
Ow.
Sheena Hill.
Holy cow.
That's how you do it.
All right, with that yellow, we're going to come around the right side of this little scroll. Again, I'm just using some small curved lines with that yellow.
Now, I've never heard of a city this name. Kerry Simmons is from Devil's Elbow, Missouri.
I feel like I've heard that before.
I can't wait to put that on the map.
Maybe she ordered a kit, and that's why I know it.
Yeah, see, Flagstaff, Arizona, we got that on the map.
Yep, we do. All right, that yellow again. I'm going to come over here to the right side of this, and let's get some of that yellow on the right side of this mountain. Again, I'm just using some small little brush strokes with that yellow.
James Turney says, thank you for this lesson.
You're welcome.
It's not a lesson, it's a session.
You're welcome. Whatever you guys want to call it. It's all right.
We're not teaching. We're just guiding and encouraging. And
we don't know what to call it. I don't know.
It's not a tutorial. It's not
People
a class.
call it a session. People call it a class. It's okay. You call it whatever you want.
Yeah, you can, but
you can.
We don't want them to think that. It's a session. We're having fun together.
Debate night. All right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're going to do, so before I move on to the next part, which is going to be 0, I want you to know, so some of you I know had have the silhouettes, which have 0 on it. You can leave it zoomed, it's okay. So it's up to you. If you want to use this and transfer it to in your moon or outside of your moon, you can, and I'll tell you how to do that. So if you want to use this, now I'm going to freehand Zero the way that I have him on my original.
Okay.
But if you want to use the sketch or the silhouette of Zero, what you would do is take chalk and chalk the back of this piece, put it to your canvas, and then trace over hard. You'd kind of like squish it onto it, and then that will leave a chalk outline of Zero so that you can paint it that way.
Okay, Samantha Blackburn says, I'm super unhappy with the mustard stained mountains.
You can, if you don't like the yellow, then you can go back over and grab some of your black and blue or some of the purple.
Right, that's what it's all about, is what you use what you want. Just because she used yellow or mustard on her mountains doesn't mean that you have to do that.
It's your highlight from your moon.
Do what you want to do.
Yep, it's okay. And I'm going to go back with white too, so I'm going to get to white next. But I wanted to let everyone know the next step I'm going to do is doing the freehand of Zero.
Okay.
So again, if you want to use this silhouette and don't want a freehand, you can. What you would do is chalk the back of this.
Yes.
Take white chalk or yellow chalk and chalk the back of it.
Yes.
Put it to your canvas.
In the black?
In the black area. And then you would kind of trace over it or sketch over it or press down over it to the outline.
Yes, the outline.
And then it will leave that outline on your canvas.
That chalk imprint on
chalk.
your canvas.
Correct. All right, that's how you would do Zero in the black area.
Right, and always remember that when we do a session, what you decide. If you don't want mustard colored mountains, then you make the mountains whatever color you want.
That's right.
And then take a picture and send it to us. When you look at our past events and you look at the pictures, the slideshows, that's what you're going to see. That's what we encourage. That's what we want our viewers to do. What they think is good for them.
We did Yoda last week, and we had a Grinch come in.
Yeah.
So
and we had Yoda. We had Baby Yoda in a Santa outfit. People put their Baby Yodas in a Harry Potter outfit.
That was awesome.
They put them in all different. There was people doing their Baby Yodas that were not in Santa outfits.
Right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna freehand Zero. Ready?
Okay.
We're gonna use that medium round brush.
Medium round brush.
Okay.
I'm gonna zoom in so they can see.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the little one. It's easier with the little one. Sorry.
You gonna do the little one?
Sorry. Go to your tinier brush.
The tiny brush. The detail brush.
The detail brush. In your white. So we're just gonna use white paint for this.
Okay.
All right. So Zero is kind of free moving, right? Can you see him up here?
No, because I zoomed in.
It's okay.
I can zoom out.
It's all right.
Hold on, I got to shout out to Kimmy Sims.
Hi, Kimmy.
She is Shannon McQueen's bestie, and we are painting over FaceTime to this.
There you go. Good
all
job,
right, here,
girls.
I'm going to zoom out so you can show the...
All right. So, yeah, Zero is flowing. There's no exact, shape or air, there's no exact shape or style of him. Okay. So I'm going to start using, let's do a curve. Let's do almost like I'm going to do a 9, but like a fancy 9. Okay, so I'm going to start like this. So it's kind of like a fancy looking 9.
I saw real quickly that Cooper was 10 and he's with his mom.
Hi, Cooper. Happy birthday. Or maybe it's not your birthday, but happy painting.
Okay, yeah, I think he said it was his birthday.
Okay. All right. So we got that kind of that candy cane, that almost like a fancy 9 shape. And I'm going to kind of go right back around.
I'm going to zoom in a second, everybody.
Oh, okay. Well,
Tara Robinson, you cannot watch from the beginning. Yes, you can. As soon as we put the video up, as soon as the session is over, you can go back and trace it over and look at it again.
You got it.
All right, I'm going to zoom in so they can see how you...
Sorry.
There we go.
All right. So we got that kind of that 9 shape going on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sort of come around like we did with our mountain. Okay, coming around. And just kind of thicken that up like you're making it another layer.
Yeah, Nessa May says, what if I don't have chalk?
Then you'll...
Then you have to freehand.
Watch and freehand, girlfriend.
Right, but we're just talking about...
Zero. Yep.
Okay, that's what you would need the chalk for.
Yeah, that's what you would need the chalk for.
have to freehand it.
Yeah, or you can put them in the moonlight, and I'll show you how to do that part later.
Okay. You want to put them in the moonlight, then we can do that later.
Yep. Alright, so let's come around and make it's a curved line. I don't know. Let's see. Come down and around like a big scroll almost. So it's a big like S scroll. What is, Amy, those music notes, what are they called? Like a staff? A staff?
Madison Kreider said, say hi to my mom, Wendy.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Wendy. Alright, so I'm just kind of making this kind of large, almost a big curved S. So it gets nice and wide right here.
Dana Kirkpatrick, you can start from the beginning when we post the video after this session is over.
Yep. And I'm just going to fill that in.
Yes, you can use a Sharpie to freehand your silhouettes.
Yes, you can. Yep, we'll show you that in a little bit. All right.
Shout out to my sister Karen.
All right,
That's Karen. All I saw before it disappeared.
Let me finish this before we do any more shout outs.
Okay, all right, sorry.
Okay, so we have this nice big S shape, right? Kind of comes to points at the ends. Big curve around. There's no right or wrong to this, guys.
Okay. Zooming in some more.
Okay, you can, yeah.
There we go. All the way.
All right. So you can go over and make this kind of as thick as you want to make it. This is Zero's body. This is his body.
If Zero is inside my moon, should I paint him black?
I would say, well, you could probably paint him white or gray, and what you can outline him in black.
Okay.
Yep. So it's okay. If he happens to go over your moon, I would keep him white again and just kind of outline in black. All right. So for his head, we're going to bring that head up around here. So we're going to come up to the left side of that. Start with a little circle. Little circle. Just keep an eye on the time and the
I'm watching.
Battery. Okay. And then we're going to...
an hour and a half.
Oh, cool. And then we're just going to kind of bring that out. It's going to be hard to see in there. It's kind of like a long triangle shape. Mm-hmm. And we'll sort of have to just outline that when we get to it.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to be hard to see it. But we'll get there. So it's a little circle. And then we're kind of just bringing that out to like a long, elongated triangle shape.
Oh. There's not a video of the Golden Girls painting yet.
No, we didn't do it yet. You got to join us live.
Got to join us live.
Yay!
Miss Mandy Ann. check our event section and scroll down.
All right. So for his ears, again, we're just going to start with a point at the top of his head. We're just going to do a couple little wavy lines like this.
Okay.
And then we'll thicken up the middle a little bit. So kind of thicken up that middle area just a little bit.
Yes, that's a good idea. White pencil if you have white pencil.
That's a great idea. Yep, you can do it in white pencil. Thank you.
Somebody said, can I start the Sally and Jack silhouette?
You can if you want to, sure.
There's no rules here.
If you want to go ahead and you got it, you go, girl.
This is Self-Care Thursday.
No,
you do what makes you happy.
No worries. That's right. No worries. All right.
Dylan Martinez, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dylan.
Yes, it's called a treble clef.
Thank you. I knew she would know. Was it Amy?
No, it's about
4 other people.
20 people.
Amy's music teacher that knew it. Thank you.
Please say hey to Grant for his birthday, please.
Hey to Grant.
Happy birthday, Grant.
All right, so we're going to continue with that white. So I'm going to stick with my white, and I'm going to stick with that little brush too. It's okay. And let's get some white on the edges of those mountains. Again, I'm just using some little brush strokes in there.
White?
Yep, just using the white.
Okay.
Right over our yellow, right over our purple or your blue.
Awesome.
And bring it down over by our yellow, mustard or not. Okay. I'm going to bring a little bit of that white down here into this area too to sort of define the edge of that mountain a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit more. we'll come up around this curved area again. So this inner curve with some of that white.
If you put the 0 in the moon in black, that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's true. If he's in front of the moon, he would be a silhouette. So even though he's white, he would be black if he's a silhouette. So that's fine.
Angela Connolly, do not click on those things. That is not us.
What?
Please. Just don't click on anything. You can put your comments in, but don't click on that stuff. That is not us.
Yep.
That's spam or scam or whatever you want to call it.
You're watching us live now, so. Okay, so again, I'm going to grab with some of that white. I'm just doing a couple of little brush strokes of white, again, right over the top of where I did some of my yellow.
Yes.
In that mountain. And then we are going to go to pumpkins.
Okay, and Heather Gonzalez, you're doing great. Just trust the process. We will get you through this, and then you'll be so happy at the end. Don't doubt anything. Just keep continuing, get through the whole thing, and then you'll see.
You guys heard what I said. I painted the first time I painted it, and then I posted it online, and I said, are we painting or passing? I was like, not going to paint this painting. This was like, meh, not crazy about it. And you got one person said pass, and the rest of you were like flooded with painting. We are painting this painting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I myself was kind of like, I don't know. It's not like my favorite painting, but you guys loved it. So we're doing it. If this is what you love, then this is what we do.
This is what we've been doing.
Uh-huh.
I just want to say hi to Crispina.
Hello.
Let's see. If we traced him, do we just paint him white?
If you traced him in your in the black, I would paint him white. That's what I have him as white. If you traced him,
traced him in the moon.
If you've traced him in the moon with Jack and Sally, I would paint him black because he is a silhouette while he's in the moon.
Don't be stressed, Angela.
No stressing. There's no stressing in painting.
We're not going too slow, but don't stress. We're gonna repeat the steps. That's what we've been doing. And if you don't catch up or you don't feel comfortable, you can always do the video after we're finished here.
So which part are you stuck on, girl?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So I can repeat 0 if you want me to repeat 0. You let me know.
Right, Christina Bossi says I'm calling it a night. If she's tired,
no problem.
And then she can come back later and finish it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hello, Joanne from New Jersey.
Hi, Joanne. We have a New Jersey fan. How many New Jersey people? We got a couple,
lot of New Jersey people. We've got Don Bernhardt.
Hi, Don.
Having fun right down the road in Somerset, New Jersey.
Yay.
Right down the street.
Hi, neighbor.
Okay. Yeah, New Jersey. New Jersey's right here.
Yay.
Happy birthday to Evelyn. She turned 17.
Hi, happy birthday. Hi, Evelyn. Happy birthday. See what happens when I drink Truly? Ooh, don't do that.
Oh. I mean, people are asking for shout outs, and it's like the comments
if
are coming
we miss
in
them,
so
we're
fast.
sorry. We can't see them all. Okay.
Hold up. We're running out of power. Oh, we ripped the screen for... Oh, crap. Okay. Let's get it in. Nope.
Relax.
We're in.
Relax.
Okay. Yeah, take care of that.
Relax.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. Hang tight. All right. We're good.
All right. So you're going to have to speak up.
We in. Yep, I will speak up. I'm going to make sure we're in there. We're good.
All right.
All right, guys. Here we go. Let's keep it going. All right. We're going to rinse and dry from that white. And then we're going to make some orange. Let's make some orange for our pumpkins.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to take a nice big scoop of yellow, a little bit of red at a time. And we're going to mix orange.
Okay.
All right. I'm doing it with that small brush. We're almost there. We're almost there, guys. We just have our pumpkins and we have our silhouettes, a couple of details on 0, and we're done.
Okay.
All right.
So almost to the 2-hour mark.
Yep, that's what we figured. Okay, here we go. So pumpkins. So with that little brush, I'm going to start with our big pumpkins first. Let's come down over here in our big mountain. And we're going to start like we're almost going to create like a, almost like a heart, right? come down like a heart, and we're just going to kind of close off the bottom a little bit and just sort of fill that in with curves on either side. If you need to add a little bit of white to your orange because it's transparent and you can see through it too much, you can add a touch of white to that, and that should help make it a little more opaque so you don't see through it as much. Again, we're just going to create a couple of these pumpkins. You can make as few or as many as you want. So we're just going to create a couple of these pumpkins on our mountain, on our big mountain here. We know that the sound went down. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Somebody said that they're inquiring about Zero.
Okay.
If you're gonna detail Zero so they know where his snout is, where his nose is. Yeah, we will detail
him. I promise.
Okay.
We'll get there. Okay, so pumpkins, we're just creating almost like we're creating a heart. Okay, so but instead of coming down to a point, we're coming down on the bottom and sort of just rounding it off. Okay, that's all. And we're just filling that in with curved lines on either side.
Yes. Just want to mention to people that when you go to our events list and you click on, it will tell them what they need or what they'll be able to get, and it will also refer them to able to go to our website to order kits.
Correct.
Every one of our sessions has a kit that goes with it. If you're having trouble,
we're getting there.
Right, if you have trouble, getting the supplies you need to paint with us. So we do make the kits for you, and we're not scared that we're painting with over 3,000 people tonight, and it might be like half of y'all say we want kits tomorrow. As long as it's ahead of.
As long as it's not for Beauty and the Beast on Saturday.
Right. And we'll be able to get it to you.
Unless you want to come and pick it up.
Right. If you live close and you can come pick it up, then that's fine with us.
All right. I wanted to rinse and dry my brush to get some of that paint built up off of my brush so I get a nice clean brush again. Okay. So we're going to go back into our orange.
Yeah, speak a little bit louder because people are saying.
Sorry. All right. So as we come back, so these pumpkins are this size. We're going to make these a little bit smaller. This mountain, we're going to make them a little bit smaller. And then this mountain back here, they're going to be even tinier.
Okay.
Okay. Again, you can make as few or as many as you want. Now, I know I've seen people already pre-paint this because they just wanted to get it done. They couldn't wait. I saw like tombstones. I saw the gates. I saw if you guys want to go and do that, go right ahead. This is your painting.
Right.
You are the artist tonight, okay? We're just here to guide you a little bit.
Please don't feel upset if you're not happy with your Zero. Okay, we're going to work on Zero again. Zero's not done.
Zero's coming back around. We'll get there. Hang tight.
Yeah, this is not a session for you not to be happy with your painting.
No, not
This
at
is
all.
to express yourself. Calm yourself.
If you hate it that much, listen, you can paint right over it. Paint over it.
That's right.
Paint over it in black.
There are no mistakes when we paint.
Get
no
rid
mistakes.
of it, and you can start fresh.
Mariah Potos, I can't read that
Hi,
name.
Mariah.
Oh. Yeah, I can't even read her comment. It was something that was I thought was a concern, and I wanted to address it, but now I can't because it's gone.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, people that are joining us for the first time, we don't have that kind of thing going on here. Okay, we're not into we're into freedom of expression. When you come and paint with us, just relax yourself and trust the process. Don't get mad or say, wow, it's not looking right. No, it's fine. It is right. There's no mistakes in painting. And if you think you made a mistake, then paint over it or let it dry and change it until you like it.
Yeah, it's okay. You can do that. So I'm going to go over Zero again for any of my friends that need me to go over Zero again.
Yes, please.
Okay. So for Zero, what we started with was with our tiny brush, little brush,
yes,
and white paint. I started making kind of a backwards S, okay? So backwards S, you start bringing that S down. So it's a curve up the top, bring it down and loop it around the back.
Yes.
And then I just start widening that. So I just kind of go over it a little bit more.
And over it again.
More, and then I widened out the center because this is his body.
Right.
It's almost like the little edges are his legs, I guess.
Right.
So to speak. And then for his head, which we can't really see because it's covered by his body.
And you're going to detail.
Yeah, we're going to detail in just a moment.
Okay.
We started with a little circle, and then it's kind of just an elongated triangle in there.
Right.
Okay?
And we're going to do that with
it.
the detail brush.
Yes. I'm going to show you with the detail brush in a moment. And then for his ears, still with my white, I just started at the top of his head and did a little squiggle line up, and then I just thickened up the center of that little squiggle.
Shaylin Cooper keeps asking me to zoom out so she can see the painting on the right. As soon as we're done, as soon as we're finished doing what we're doing, then we will zoom out.
I was going to say, I think she wants to see.
I'm not sure if it is that painting. That's the one I think she's talking about.
So this is how my zero is. Right? Like this. And then his head is like this. And then his ears are like this.
Right.
Okay. Alright, let's detail a little bit more of zero so that he has a little bit more definition.
Yes, please.
Okay. Alright, so let's go to black. That's going to be the easiest way for me to do this so that you can see his face, okay? So little bit of paint at a time on that tiny brush. Rinse and dry, a little bit of black at a time, alright?
Okay.
Okay, so under his face, and we like to call this, if you haven't been with us before, pencil grip, pinky stabilize.
That's right. Pencil grip.
Hold your paintbrush like a pencil. Use your pinky to rest your hand on your canvas. So
yes.
You have some control over that brush. Okay, so underneath his head, you're going to do a light line, light pressure, light line. So it's that curve. And then on the top of it, we'll do the same thing. Let's kind of outline the top edge.
Marissa Savina says, my paint isn't dry.
It's
what
okay.
do I do?
It's all right. You can let it go. If you don't have the outline yet, or you can't outline yet because
it's still
not
wet,
dry, it's okay. Even if it's not dry, you can use your black because it'll just make it a gray, and that's just fine too.
Right.
It'll just blend a little, so that's perfect.
Right. Happy little accidents. You got it, Michelle Nink.
Thank you, Michelle.
As Bob Ross would say.
All right, let's give him some eyes. Eyes, eyes, eyes. All right.
So you made his little.
So we made his elongated snout.
Yes.
We'll add his nose in a second.
Okay.
With that black, we just want to do two little eyes. So his eyes are kind of like long ovals, or like little ovals. So just going to do two little lines down.
And you're using the tiny brush. Which brush are you using? And can you repeat how to make the orange, please?
The tiny brush. I'm using that detail brush.
All right. She will go over the orange in a minute.
Yep. I'm going to show you that in 1 second because we're going to use it again.
Okay.
Okay. So let's give him his mouth. So I have that bottom black line under there to shape his face.
Yes.
Now I want to come up just a tiny bit and do another little curved line in there.
Okay.
So that it looks like he's smiling. It's the top jaw of his mouth. And we'll rinse and dry.
Okay.
Let's go back to orange. Going back to our orange. So for those that needed orange, we're taking a nice big scoop of our yellow in a section.
Right.
A little scoop of our red at a time and mixing for orange.
Right. Carrie Steckler, do you have to do the pumpkins?
You don't.
No.
Absolutely not. This is
There's no rules here. This is what you want to do.
You want to do tombstones instead of pumpkins, you put tombstones on there. If you want to leave it alone, you leave it alone.
Yep.
This is all yours, girl.
That's how we do this. And then please take a picture of your painting and send it in to us so we can show everybody.
All right. While we've got that orange and that tiny brush, Zero's nose is a little pumpkin. So we got to put a little pumpkin on his nose. So I'm just putting a dot up there because we know we can't really quite see that it's a pumpkin, but we know what it is.
Okay. Roxanne Ebers.
Hi, Roxanne.
Shout out to you. I was trying to read it, but it just went right by. Can you show the pumpkins again? I've got it zoomed in. You can see the pumpkins.
Okay, how we're doing pumpkins? Sure. I'll show you how we're doing pumpkins. Maybe that's what you need. All right, so you would take your orange with that little brush. Okay? It's almost like you're going to make a heart, but instead of coming down to a point, you're going to round the bottom. So we're going to start like we're doing a heart, come up, then around, and instead of a point, we're going to kind of come over like a curve. Same thing on this side. Instead of a point at the bottom, we're coming around and kind of curving the bottom up a little. And then we're just filling them in.
Sarah Walker says, my pumpkins look like little butts.
Yep, mine too.
Okay, Courtney answers, I'm doing this from a rest stop in Kansas. I am so happy. Such a good break from my road trip. Thank you, guys.
That's amazing.
If you can take a picture of your painting when you're done, please send it to us, Courtney Ann.
Or where you're at. That's amazing. That's hilarious.
Yes, that is awesome and incredible.
Yeah, that's like a compliment, right?
Yes, it is.
Somebody stopped at a rest stop to paint with us.
Yes.
That's so cool. It's not really about
I was glad I was able to read it fast enough before it was gone.
We know.
I know I'm going to have fun reading these comments when this is over because there's so many comments that I could not read because we have over 3,000 people painting tonight. This is a record-breaking event for us.
Seriously. Oh my gosh, you guys.
You guys are amazing. Okay?
Thank you.
I don't care. We'll have 3,000 plus pictures to look at. That will be the greatest weekend we're going to have.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'm going to do that.
I'm going to have to sit right next to you. We're going to have to look at it together.
So I will definitely ask you guys to please post them in the correct thread. So
so we don't have to find them all over the place. Yeah.
All right, we're going to finish the details on our pumpkins. Ready?
All right.
So our pumpkins, you can do either black or yellow for those scary faces.
Okay.
So I know on some of mine I did yellow. So just do those two little slits for eyes, and then if you want to do kind of that zigzag mouth, you can do a zigzag mouth.
Will white and yellow cover the black?
White and yellow will cover black. As long as you got enough white in there, yes.
Okay. Because, never mind.
Aw.
Somebody was going to tell me something about it. Couldn't read it because it went by so fast.
So, don't overthink this, guys. It's so tiny, you're not going to be able to see it unless you're right on top of it.
Right.
Don't overthink it. Just little dots, just little zigzag lines, and you're good. Okay?
And again, please, don't click on anything. I know you're new here. If you just joined us for the first time, you're here with us and you're painting. So there's no need for you to click on something that says that they are us and that you can paint with them.
Thank you to all of you guys who
are helping us.
And so unfortunately Facebook says it doesn't go against their community standards, why I don't know, because they're trying to take your credit card information, so thanks a lot for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys. We have probably banned and reported hundreds at this point. It's just being useless, I guess. I don't know.
Hope Rock, yours is not the worst. That is not true. No way. I wish we were on Zoom so I could see it right now. I'm telling you, it's not the worst. Just trust the process, calm down, take a deep breath, take a sip of something, and finish the process, and then you'll see. And then take a picture, and then we'll shout it out, show it out to everybody. If you don't believe us, go through our pictures. Look at all the people that's been sending in their pictures. Everybody celebrated here. This is freedom of expression, and we're here to self-care and enjoy ourselves and have fun. That's what this is all about.
All right.
What color is his eyes?
So, Zero's eyes are black. I'm just doing that light yellow for the eyes and the zigzag mouth for the pumpkins. But you can use black if you want to for the pumpkins too. Up to you. And I am going to just do little black stems on all those pumpkins. So that same tiny brush, rinse and dry, and then just little black stems on each of them. Each of those little pumpkins.
Jen knows it's almost 10 o'clock. I've already told her that before.
Uh-oh.
I told her when we was at halfway, when we was at 9:30.
Yeah. Why?
We know. Because your brother's on here saying, remind you, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
We've already changed over the power. We're on top of everything. Don't worry.
Thank you. He's looking out for us, too.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So, again, those little stems for your pumpkins, just little tiny brush strokes on top of your pumpkins for stems.
Okay. Yeah, Maria Rongo, don't worry.
What you need? What you need?
Slow down, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's a little late for that, but it's okay. We're doing it, and don't worry. If you don't finish, you'll be able to finish because we're going to post the video, and you'll be able to stop it.
How about if we'll get you guys a little bit caught up, you guys catch up, and I'll show you a couple of the fun things that we have for giveaways.
Okay.
All right, so this is actually a plug-in Scentsy warmer. I know that we're Zoom, so it's actually a plug-in. I don't have it put together. So this will be one of our prizes. We have socks, guys. We have the Pumpkin King socks. We have the Jack Skellington socks.
I'm going to zoom out.
You don't have to zoom out. It's okay.
Yeah. Because people want to see things they keep asking me to.
Okay.
I want to make them happy.
Okay.
And then you can show them all of the stuff that you have.
All right. We have somebody that makes ribbon roses. So I think I posted her information in the event discussion is where everything is. So she made us 2 pens. So one will go to one of our kit purchase winners. One will go to our tip winners. And then there's a Sally and this rose. These are so cool. I cannot imagine how long it must have taken her to do this.
Mm-hmm.
She also gave us, I don't know what they're called. I mean, they're ornaments, but there's like a specific name for these things, right?
Uh-huh.
But ornaments, there's a set of ornaments. We have a Nightmare Before Coffee t-shirt.
Nightmare Before Coffee. I want to give a shout out to Austin Connolly. You are doing a great job.
Aww.
5 years old, painting with us. Austin.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
We have are they glow in the dark? They might be glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark?
I don't remember. They look like the Jack Skellington nails.
Okay.
There's a few sets of those. There's one with purple and bats.
Oh, that's right. Victoria Bertrand. Shout out from Louisiana. Hurricane coming, but we're painting and trying to forget.
Victoria.
I hope you guys are hunkered down and safe.
Oh my
and
gosh.
if you want to keep painting, then just click on one of the past events.
Serious. Oh my gosh. Please be safe, guys.
Yes.
We love that you're painting with us, but please be safe.
Seriously.
We have a couple of these little guys. These little signs that say Misfit Love. And we have etched wine glasses. Mine did not make it today, but again, you saw those. In the event discussion, you can purchase your own if you don't win them. We will make sure we get several of those out throughout our winners. So again, because we have to split our wheels because there's so many of you,
yes,
we will add more prizes to it. It's going to be random. You're not going to know what you're going to get. I don't know what you're going to get. Aiden is going to be my packer. He's going to pack everything for me. I'm just going to label it and ship it.
Okay. And at least this is going to happen after we do this event?
So tonight, after we finish our live painting, we will come back on and we will do the first round of spinners. So there will be 2 wheels because I had to split you guys in 2 for all you kit purchasers. We will do at least 5 prizes on each wheel.
Okay.
Okay? So there'll be at least 10 prizes given out tonight. So that will happen live tonight.
That's for the people who purchase kits.
Yes, correct.
Right, so you purchase your kit for the next events,
Come on
and
back
that's
on.
how you get on.
Come on back on live with us in a couple of minutes. When we're done. Give us a few minutes after we're done. And then we'll do the first round of spinners tomorrow. Tomorrow. You're going to give me a day. We're going to put together all of you that decide to use our virtual tip jar. We will post that link for you guys later.
And then they get a spinner.
You guys, anybody that uses our virtual tip jar for $10 or more, you guys go in another spinner. And that will be completely separate. All of our kit purchasers are done. All of our virtual tippers are on a new wheel completely. If there are more than 500 of you, which,
possibly,
my God, we will split you into 2, and we will make sure that you guys have the same amount of prizes as well.
And when will you do this spinner for the people who?
That will be tomorrow evening sometime.
Okay.
Tomorrow evening.
And it'll be posted. The information will be posted here on our page.
That's right.
All right.
We'll
That's how you
when
do
to
it.
hop on live
Everything that has to do with us is on our page.
And again, you don't have to be live with us to win. We have your information because you've purchased everything through our website. I have your email to get in touch with you if I don't have your address. I have your address if I shipped you a kit. So we'll get everything out to you. Just give us some time. We're still shipping prizes from the last 3 events.
Yes. That's because it's been a lot of kits to make.
We've been keeping up with kits. That's been what we've been doing. That was more of the focus, for sure.
All right, it's getting late.
Let's do it. All right, let's do Jack. Here we go. So, first of all, for anybody that wants to use any of the silhouettes,
yes,
what you would do. So, I don't know if you
can see it
if you hold it up to light, perhaps, maybe.
I don't know. You put white in that yellow.
Yeah, you may not be able to see
Oh, wait. No, I see it.
Can?
Yeah, put it up under that light. Can you see it now?
You can. Okay. So you still can do exactly how I told you to transfer it to begin with. You can take your silhouette, cut out whichever one you want.
Right.
Okay, this is kind of what I framed my Jack out of. So you would cut out whichever silhouette you want. You would tape it behind your canvas, put light behind it, and then you can trace through it.
Okay.
You trace through it. After you trace it, then you can paint it. Or you can use a Sharpie.
Oh, okay.
If you don't want to trace, the other thing that you can do, which is a little messier, similar to the chalk situation, you would use charcoal or you would use a dark pencil, rub it over the back, trace it over on your moon, and that will transfer charcoal. Or if you have somehow, somewhere, a piece of carbon paper, you can use carbon paper and transfer it as well.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I know. I'm in the printing business for my full-time job, and we can't get carbon anymore. So if you happen to have it laying around somewhere, maybe from a bill of lading from shipping, that might be the only place I've seen it. All right. Otherwise, I am going to paint the original Jack that I painted.
Okay.
Okay? I'll show you that in 1 minute. I'm out of my truly.
You're done? You drank it all?
I did. Okay. Rinsing and drying. We're doing that tiny brush again.
Okay.
Little guy. We're going to work from the bottom up.
All right.
All right. So, we're going to start with a vertical line that is about 1 inch.
Somebody said they put their iPad behind the canvas.
That is genius.
That is genius.
Get the Genius Award today.
Okay, Genius Award. I couldn't read the name because it went by so fast, but I saw what they said.
Good job. All right. So you can always thicken up these lines once we get the sketch on there, the drawing on there.
Yes.
Okay. But for now,
okay.
We're going to zoom. Yeah,
people are panicking because they're not zoomed in. Let me get zoomed all the way in. There we go. It's all the way now.
All right, guys. Here we go. All right, we got that vertical line. That's 1 inch. Vertical line. It's about 1 inch. Maybe we'll make it a little bit more. A little more.
5-year-olds. Oh, wait. 5-year-olds. Addie, Annabelle, Brooklyn, and Lucia would love to hear their names. Addie, Annabelle, Brooklyn, Lucia.
Thanks for playing with us, guys.
Yeah, 5 to 8 years old.
All right, so we're going to make a triangle. We're just going to do a side on this diagonal. Oh my gosh. Diagonal on this side, diagonal down.
Okay. Valentina says, my jack is not where it's supposed to be. Your jack can be wherever you want him to be.
If your sketch happens to be in here, and your mountain is over here, just go back over and do it. So move your sketch over, or move your template over, and do it that way, or paint with me freehand.
Okay. Or what would they do if their jack is in the middle of the moon but not on the mountain?
Well,
then they just got to cover that jack up and make a new jack.
Right. I mean, that's true. If your sketch, if you didn't paint over the sketch,
right,
then you can either, it would be hard to bring the mountain out. So
I'm not sure what they mean by jack is not where he's supposed to be.
Right.
He can be anywhere you want him to be. So there's no supposed to be.
If you have to, you can paint over your moon, paint over your sketch.
Okay.
And you can move your sketch over. All right. Next part. Here we go. Let's do another inch of a vertical line down.
We said their name, and Allison said, they just screamed.
Oh my goodness. You guys are too cute.
Sarah Acuff says, can my son Houston get a shout out? He just turned 14.
Hi, Houston.
Houston, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, this is awesome. All right, so again, we're going to work on a triangle here, right? A diagonal comes down to the right, and then we'll come down this way. So we're doing like two triangles, one on top of each other.
Shout out Janet Elba, Beth Annabelle.
Oh, hi, guys.
Thank you for joining us. Oh, I stole my mom's computer. Oops. Can you give her a shout out for being the best mom ever? Shannon, yes, Mom, best mom ever. To let her paint tonight.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
All right, give me a few minutes to get this silhouette done, and then we can finish with shout-outs.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right, so we did another vertical. We have another diagonal and diagonal. So they're like two triangles on top of one of another. Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Two triangles, one this way and one that way.
All right.
All right, so at the bottom of this triangle from the right, we're going to do a little kind of a circle, kind of his hand out there.
Okay. Trust the process. Wait till she's done.
Yep. Hang tight, hang tight.
If you gotta go because it's getting late,
it's okay.
Don't worry. You can pick up where you left off.
We're almost
the
done,
video
guys.
will be right here on this page in the events section. Just make sure you click on discussion and you'll see the video.
Yep. We're almost there. All right. Let's get his head on. Let's do a little circle up here at the top.
Yeah, we didn't hit the 2-hour mark. Christian Rodriguez, what's up? From Denver.
And then I want to kind of thicken his body a little. So I want to make another small triangle up here and then fill it in.
Okay. Yes, Isabella, you can watch the recording later and you can still paint.
Yeah.
That goes for every time we've ever had a session. There's a video. You can look at it in the past events.
All right, another diagonal down. We're almost going to do a V here. Diagonal down. Diagonal up. Like a V. And then we'll make two little lines here for his hands. Kind of have to finish off his little tuxedo, like the tails of his tuxedo. So I'm going to just bring some lines down from his waist.
Okay. Ah.
And then he has that little collar with a couple of those little edges coming out. So we have a couple little lines coming out from the edge of his collar.
See? Trust the process. We started out with two triangles, and look what we got now. That's what we mean.
He may not be quite as tall as he's supposed to be on mine, but this is what happens. And we're freehanding. All right, let's do his eyes. So he's got two little ovals for eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He has two tiny little ovals for a nose. Barely touching that canvas with that black paint, that tiny brush.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do a smile. Let's do a little curve for his mouth.
There we go.
And then his little stitches, so tiny little lines across that mouth.
I don't know if they can see that.
Well.
Excuse me.
Alright, I'm coming up.
Okay, now here's a question. Sure. If I wanted to put stars in the sky,
of course.
How would you recommend I do that?
Let's do it. Little brush. I'm gonna take some yellow, that light yellow, light yellow.
Okay.
Let's add some stars in our sky. So
this is for Jessica Lambert.
We're just dotting some yellow, light yellow stars in our sky.
Mm-hmm.
You can do light yellow, you can do light blue, you can do light purple. You can pick all the colors. Whatever you want. Anything light will show up. So whatever you like.
Nice.
You don't have to put stars in your sky, but we're doing it for Jessica.
Right. It's freedom of expression. Every time you join us, you do what you think is best for you that makes you smile, makes you happy, then take a picture of it and send it to us.
All right, let's get a couple of blue ones in there. That'll be fun. Yes, I love it. Yay. Thank you, Jessica.
Yep, great idea. Shout out to Isabella M.
Hi, Isabella.
Please, my 10-year-old, we're having so much fun.
Thank you. I'm so glad you are. I want purple. Let's do purple ones too.
You want to do purple ones too?
You know, I love purple.
So does Aiden.
Purple dots. Purple dots. Like confetti.
Shout out to Desiree Joshua and 6-year-old Levi.
Hi, Desiree and Levi.
Okay, is it possible to get closer to see the details? I don't know. I think I'm as close as I can get.
I come up to you?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah, but now you're not in the picture. You got to come down. Yeah, there you go. Now I can see it perfectly.
How's that, guys?
There you go. Somebody says literally just finished the navy blue part.
We're almost going to be done, and then you can kind of fast forward right through.
Right through the video.
To where you need to be, sweetie.
Yep.
Yep.
Shout out to Angela, Jordan, and Haley from Chicago.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
That's right. Thanks for joining us.
My puppy was sick, so I'm late. Is this going to be posted on the page? Yes, Bree. It's going to be there. We're almost done, and we're going to post the video as soon as possible.
We have one last step, two last steps that we need you to do. Sign and date that painting. So initials or sign it, date it.
And then take a picture.
Take a picture.
And then Lisa says, where do I post the picture?
In the event, it should be posted by now. There should be a link that says, reminder, post those pictures here.
Okay.
And it also has the link to our virtual tip jar for those of you that would like to do that. So it's one post that has both things. Reminder, post your pictures here. That is the photo thread.
Right.
Add your photos as a comment in that thread for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you would like to use the virtual tip jar, again, it is not expected, always accepted or appreciated.
Yes.
And then those people tomorrow, we will do the spinner for.
Okay. Now, Wilson, Alice, Brittany says, thanks for helping me paint. I have done other videos off YouTube, but your live was real easy to follow along with, and we'll be coming back.
We appreciate that.
Just keep in mind that we're working on that. We're working on bringing our YouTube channel up and putting videos on there so that you can just click on a video and paint anytime you want.
Yeah, we're hoping
we'll let you know.
We're hoping that may help with the spammer thing.
Right.
So we're working on it, guys. We are, we're still working a full-time job on top of doing this, so we're getting there.
Ashley Youngs, I flicked my brush at the canvas with white for my stars.
There you go.
Somebody did that for what painting we did?
I love it. Yoda, I think.
The baby Yoda, that's right.
Awesome. We want to see them. Very
good idea.
We want to see them.
Shout out to Lafayette, 12 years old. Stephanie Dilt says, my Jack doesn't have a neck.
It's okay.
It's okay, but he still looks like Jack.
This one doesn't quite have a neck either, but it's kind of covered by his collar that has like his little...
Okay, Christina Lamboy says, how do we fix Jack?
Okay, if you totally dislike Jack, if you don't like what you did, let him dry. Let him dry, let him dry.
Okay.
Grab your white, paint over it.
Okay, and then try it again?
Paint over, let it dry. Then use your silhouettes. That's probably going to be the best way to do it.
Use your silhouettes, maybe use a Sharpie.
Use your silhouettes and a Sharpie. Or you can use the transfer method. Like we said, you can find carbon paper. It may be easier to freehand by just looking at this right next to your painting.
Right.
Okay.
Or so put it behind the canvas like you were saying before and shine a light through it.
Exactly. Or put it behind your canvas, shine the light through, and hopefully
you'll be able to trace it.
You'll be able to see it and trace it through that.
Yes, you can redo Jack. There's no rules. You're not happy, which is really crazy, but you just paint over it.
People are critical of themselves.
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
Right.
They should trust in themselves.
Aww.
If you keep painting with us, that's what's going to happen to you. If you don't believe me, you got to look at the proof on our page. Go look at the events, look at the slideshows, because there's a lot of people that are our regular audience. They paint with us every week. You see the improvement in their painting. You see the difference as they started the first time and they continue to paint. Just look through our stuff.
We love being able to see regulars that are with us all the time. I almost know whose they are now because you guys have developed a style since I've started seeing your work. So it's so neat as a whatever I am, instructor or whatever, a leader or a guide, I don't know. It's so neat to be able to see what you guys are doing as a result of just a little bit of direction or a little bit of guidance. So we love seeing those photos. Be sure to post those.
Yes. We have featured artists every week.
Well,
we haven't had it for a couple of weeks because we've been so busy with the kits for this event and for Hocus Pocus and for Baby Yoda and for Beauty and the Beast. But we're going to get right back to that and start featuring you guys as featured artists. There's people that's done a lot of paintings with us. We take all of their paintings, all of their photos, and we make slideshows for them. I'm working on a virtual gallery right now to take all of these paintings that we got off our page, and so people can see their work.
Yes.
So it's a lot of work that we're doing for you guys.
Lots of behind the scenes stuff, which I know sometimes it's like, well, you're just painting a painting and you're just going to come on and show us, but there's a ton of work behind the scenes. I said I took off my regular job today just to answer questions and be ready for today because I knew that that's what was going to happen. And that's what happened.
and then these videos, these sessions that we have these videos from, like this one that we're doing right now, I'm taking them and I'm reinventing them by editing them to go on our YouTube page. And it's going to have special effects. It's going to have all kinds of good stuff to make you even want to see it again. All right. So people are finishing up their paintings now, and they should be signing them and taking pictures.
Yep. Sign them, date them.
See, Olivia says my Jack has a Santa hat.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And the Jack that we have a Santa hat on will be on December 19th.
So December 19th, again, we're going to come back and do a pair. So there's a Jack, there's a Sally in the top right corner of our studio, which you can't see right now, but so at 3 p.m. we'll paint Sally. At 8 p.m. we'll paint Jack. You can choose to do just one or the other. You can choose to get the set of canvases, 2 10 by 20s, or you can choose to put them together on a 16 by 20, but we will still do it in 2 sessions. So it will still be a 2-part day of painting Jack and Sally.
Okay.
Okay, and again, all of our giveaways and spinners and things, that will all happen the same way with this painting as well.
Right, see? Yep, now we're just getting a lot of people saying thank you. Leanne Patlin says, how can we fix Jack? Can you say that again?
Okay, so depending on how you want to fix Jack, the best method is probably, if you just dislike it completely, paint over him. So we're going to let him dry. Let it dry completely first.
Right.
Then go to your white or white and yellow and paint over the moon area of Jack. So you're covering Jack up.
Right.
Let that dry. So it's going to be a process. Let that dry. And then you can use your silhouettes. If you want to put it behind your canvas and show the light through the back of it, you can try to do that way. If not, it may be just easier to hold this next to it and paint that way, freehand.
Okay.
Okay? Or the last option is to take a dark pencil or a charcoal pencil and use this on the back of it and then press it against your moon and go over it
Yeah, detail it.
Right, and then that will transfer that charcoal to your moon so you can fill that in.
Right. Lonnie Williams says, I will take my picture after I redo my jack tomorrow.
Sounds good, sweetie.
There you go.
Thank you, guys.
Olivia says, thank you so much. This was very much fun to do with my son.
You're so welcome, guys. We're so glad you joined us. Thank you all for joining us from everywhere.
Yes.
This is so awesome.
This is a great night for us. We are really appreciative of all the people that came out tonight. You did way more than break our record. Okay?
Yeah, really.
And I really was bummed out because I couldn't read everybody's comments, but I can't read 3,000 comments in
more than that.
Yeah. So but I'm going to be we're going to be reading them after the fact. And you know, we're going to shut off now, and Jennifer will be back on to do the spinner.
In a couple of minutes, okay?
But
I just want to post this alive for anybody that needs to catch up, for anybody that needs to go back or restart. We will post it for you guys first, and then we'll come back on in just a couple of minutes and do our spinners, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We really appreciate it. It really made our night, and we hope we made your night.
This is awesome.
And keep in mind, we'll be back to do the Nightmare Before Christmas
again
on the December 19th. We're going to do a double header day.
We will be posting as much as we can now. No, after Saturday. The silhouettes will all be silhouettes or sketches, if the painting has one, will all be on the website. So you can register to join us and that's where you'll get your sketches, on the website.
Yes.
Okay, so if you order a kit for Jack and Sally, you need both the kit and you have to order the sign up for the sketches, because I can't give you, the sketches won't let, I don't know, the website won't let me give you the sketches and that together for whatever reason.
Okay.
So download, put both of them in your cart if you want to order kits.
And again, before we go, I want to say, please, when you got time, go through our page. Look at our old events. Look at our photos. Read the instructions about what to do with the frequently asked questions. So you can, if you plan on coming back and you had a great time, examine our page. Yeah. Everything is there for you, and you see what we're all about. We'll look forward to seeing you guys again.
That's right.
This was a wonderful night. Thank you so much, everybody.
Seriously, thank you all.
Good night.
Appreciate it. Have a great evening, and I'll be back shortly.
All right.